This guy stinks.
I don't think it's gonna be that, but it just depends on what happens, and stuff like that. Circumstances. It's hypothetical, but
just keep Jay off my card.
We'll dive into it.
Nah, Jay's gonna be on the card. He's too
not on the one I want to see when we get to that. Shit.
I mean, sure, but he's too valuable not to.
He'll be on the card.
So who? No, I'm just playing. Let me stop.
We started the show without you, chat. This is what happens. Rockstar says late. We're never late. You guys didn't buy the DLC pack. That's all.
Oh,
we start the conversation before.
Now we're 2K.
That's a good cook. That's a good cook.
Now we're 2K.
You guys got to buy the. You got to buy the VC. You got to get the extra. You got to.
All right. So today, chat guys in here, you see the thumbnail for the pod, but we're gonna be giving our WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas next year. Thoughts, predictions, things we think are gonna happen, things we want to see, just to kind of something for us to look back on, next year and see who's right and who's not right. We did it last year too. So Nate and Lynn won't be a part of it, so they'll have to do their own, stuff they write down themselves, and then we'll come back and see if they got some stuff right too. And we don't have to predict everything. We'll just talk mainly about the big matches, some other filler matches in there, little mid-card matches in there, obviously, because WWE loves to always throw random shit together, for certain people. So obviously those we can't predict. But as far as the main
our most hardcore fans may remember how absolutely shit we did at this last stuff.
Oh my god!
To be fair, though, there was a lot of valid reasons for us to think that way because the Rock was so involved and shit. You know what I mean? So it was they were telling us they were going in a certain way, so we were assuming. None of us could have predicted. None of us could have predicted Jey Uso winning the
right.
And I don't even think at this time Cena said he was retiring yet. I don't even think he said he was retiring yet.
He did.
Oh, he did.
That was summer. He said in the summer, and we did this in like fallish.
Yeah. It was. I don't remember the episode we did. Maybe somebody in the chat remembers what episode we did that for last time. I don't remember exactly when that episode was, but yeah, we're gonna be doing that again today, just to see who we kind of. I think some of us kind of have ideas, but then again, we could be wrong again. I think one thing they tried to do this year for WrestleMania was kind of build up to giving us some shocking stuff that we didn't see because we thought some stuff was predictable. So that's why they gave us the Jey Uso Rumble win, the EO winning the world title. You know what I mean? Like trying to swerve us and give us different ways that we didn't really, John Cena's heel turn, like things that we didn't predict or see coming, So I don't know if it's going to go down that way next year per se, but hopefully next year will be a lot better. I think this WrestleMania was very underwhelming. The builds, I thought the builds were cool, but the overall show was.
Can we just get 2 nights in a row of good shows? That's all I want.
They haven't had it yet, right?
We have not had a 2-night Mania where both of them were good. We haven't had it yet.
Oh, 39 Night 2 was good. There were some bad decisions, but it was still a good show.
1939 was good. 1939 was good.
You mean listen.
But yeah. Especially after the documentary. I'm surprised you showed your face today. I'm surprised you showed your face after that documentary. That's crazy.
Somebody said it was episode 37.
Oh, okay.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie.
39 Night
WrestleMania 39 Night 2, bro.
Night 2 was good.
I can't do this with you today, Mo.
It gets carried by Gunther's triple threat.
It does.
Cody Roman?
No, Cody Roman was great.
Okay. Yes, but like at the time, we're not gonna do hindsight. At the time, we was like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah,
because all we said was
it was still an elite
because remember, no, because remember at the time we were like, what is Roman gonna do for the next year? Like, there's nothing else he can do.
That was the question.
And if we do Aftermath, that Jey Uso feud,
yeah. The build was good.
His stuff was good. His stuff was good up until SummerSlam. After SummerSlam, that's
yeah.
But that was 3 months out of 12. That was 3 months.
Yeah. It was all a filler for.
It got stale.
Cody, I said, listen,
exactly. That's why I was like.
I think me and Jay were the only two that said Cody was going to win the Rumble again next year. He's going to win the Rumble again. They're going to redo it next year.
I really thought it was going to be Punk when he came back, though. And it was supposed to.
I thought Punk was going to win the
Rumble. But he hurt his shoulder, whatever. It is what it is.
I think it was always going to be Cody. I thought it was going to be Punk when he came back, but then after thinking about it, the story was just Cody's. Like it just makes sense for Cody too.
And thank goodness Cody stuck up for himself and pointed at Roman at the Royal Rumble, or else who knows what might have happened.
That's just crazy too.
The only thing I remember from night 2, aside from Gunther, is Shane McMahon tearing his fucking quads on a leapfrog. That's
Bobby Lashley coming out not doing nothing.
It
was in Hollywood, LA Knight not on the card.
Yeah. It's
Oscar losing again.
Not the point of today's show. Just for Oscar to win it a month later, by the way. But that's not.
They only did that to give Bianca the.
That's why
the record.
That's why anytime anybody ever says Triple H is racist, I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. That right there, it was pointless for her to win that match. Just for Oscar to win a month later, to then Bianca win it back and then get cashed in. Yeah, that boy not racist.
Yeah, I just want you to know Matt Thunder has started an I'm not gonna lie count. I just want you to know that.
Oh, brother,
he's got it too.
Oh, I didn't even realize I said it. But no, Triple H is not racist.
You never do.
He loves Bianca Belair, Jay Cargill, Io Sky. He loved them 3. He not racist at all.
And Rhea, I mean, but that's not the point.
Yeah, of course. Before we dive into this conversation, there are some things that people do want to hear us talk about. How does everybody feel? Again. Somebody wants to know how we feel about Gunther being Cena's last match.
The correct call.
Also,
you niggas don't like wrestling if you complain.
I mean, also, if you didn't think it was Gunther, do you watch wrestling at all? If you got your hopes up that it was going to be anybody else but Gunther, based on him being gone for so long, based on him coming back refreshed with his old theme and getting slotted into that tournament when he did, and you didn't think it was Gunther, and you didn't accept that it was Gunther right away, you got nobody to blame but yourself. But
I will say, I don't think Gunther would have been some of our first options. I get there are certain people online saying that Gunther didn't need it because he's already a world champion, he's already established, which is true, but it's not sometimes always about giving the rub to somebody who's younger, who's up and coming. Gunther is a credible option to be seen as last opponent. He's been one of the top stars for a while, and they obviously, I think, want to establish his legacy to be legendary. I think they want to turn him into a Hall of Fame guy. He's had a great career so far, but he's already retired Goldberg. If he retires Cena, I still believe he's going to retire Brock too whenever they do that match. So he's going to have some elite resumes on his category. Gunther is a credible guy, and he's a great wrestler. He's been one of the best wrestlers in the company for quite some time now. So this, to me, is a great last option for John Cena's opponent based off who was in the tournament. I don't know if he would have been my first option, but based off who's in the tournament. Gunther is a valid option. He may not need it, you could say. Sure, a Carmelo could have used it more, a Braun Breaker, an Oba Femi. Those guys could have benefited more from it, sure. But Gunther is a very credible guy who was believable to match up against a John Cena. Yep. And I think the story they're going to tell is all good as well, because the story I think they're going to lead into is Gunther wants to tap out the untappable guy, John Cena, who never gives up. And this is Cena's last match. That's an easy story to play into right there. And this, for some people, is going to be able to revive Gunther to feel like Final Boss type vibes, because a lot of people feel that him tapping out to Jey Uso and all that stuff kind of diminished him a little bit. I still look at Gunther in the same limelight. I don't think that tap out really has made me look at him any differently for me personally. But him beating Cena just boosts him up to make him more credible, to establish him more on the roster as one of their top guys. And a lot of people are saying, the age thing, because Gunther's like in his late 30s, so they're saying like he's not a part of the future. Well, he may not be a very young guy where you can have many, many years, but y'all do realize Gunther could have another 10-year career still.
Yeah.
He could still wrestle another 10 years in the WWE and do a lot of things in 10 years. A lot of people that we've seen wrestled for many, many years, you know what I'm saying, in their late 30s going into their all late 40s. So just because he's in his late 30s doesn't mean that he's headed into retirement. He got another whole decade of WWE if he wanted to.
Look at the ages.
Batista was like 36 when he got elevated.
And look at the ages of the male babyface team at War Games. I mean, the average age of that team is what, 41, maybe 40. So
Cody didn't get his big establishment until his late 30s.
Yeah, so the age doesn't matter. I'm not giving that two shits. I don't care about the age.
Yeah.
What I do care about is, first of all, for anyone on Twitter, I hate wrestling fans sometimes. Just collectively, for anyone on Twitter who is going on Twitter and causing a ruckus over Gunther winning and calling him no pop Gunther, stop. He's not supposed to get a pop. He's not that kind. And when he starts wrestling, the pops begin. So I just stop with that. Stop with that shit.
Hey, I was asking Gunther. He got a pop.
Gunther is also, I think, the guy who was going to beat Cena. It couldn't just be somebody who was credible enough to beat him, like an Orton or a Punk or a Lesnar or whatever. And it also couldn't just be someone who is up and coming future. It had to be a combination of both. Melo is not a combination of both. No one in the world believes that Melo in his current state, the way he's booked, could beat John Cena, right? Somebody who is come up with John Cena, like a Randy Orton. Again, he's not going to be around for more than a couple more years. Gunther is the perfect combination of, I absolutely wholeheartedly believe this man can beat John Cena, and also he's going to be around long enough for this to matter. Last point, none of this matters. Rather Gunther taps him out, pins him, drags him outside, and beats him with a shovel. It doesn't matter. What matters is the follow-up, because we all remember who beat Kurt Angle last, right? So all that matters is the follow-up. It doesn't matter how this match goes if it's not correctly. Now, Triple H loves him some Gunther. I think Triple H has a poster of Gunther on his wall. Triple H loves him some Gunther. I have every belief that this is going to send Gunther soaring into the stratosphere. But all I'm saying is, let's see what happens when the match is over. But that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm not really too worried about that because, like you said,
me neither. But I mean,
he's definitely there. If there's two people in the company that I knew were going to get elevated more once he took over, it was Gunther and it was Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
those are the ultimate Triple H guys right there. Like, those are his dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, Seth Rollins couldn't even get in the main event of WrestleMania until Triple H finally took over the main roster booking. You know what I mean? Seth Rollins was losing matches for like 3 years, like all his feuds, all his big matches, until Triple H finally took over, and then he started winning world titles and stuff again. So I think Gunther is I agree, Jade, definitely a perfect combination of both. And like I said, I think this could be one of Cena's best matches, of his career. I think, wrestling somebody like Gunther, like, I feel like this match, Cena's gonna give everything he possibly has left. Like, whatever he has left is all gonna just show in this match, and then after the match, he's just gonna have no more.
Yeah. I also wish, and again, I meant to say this one last thing, and then I promise, Mo, I'm done. The last thing I wanted to say, and I forgot to say a second ago, I also wish, I don't want to take away Dom's win over Cena. That's huge. Dom, as big of a star as he felt and looked before, Dom feels like a big fucking deal now. Like, when he walked out with the Judgment Day on Monday, Dom looks and feels like a big deal now. I don't want to take away that win. What I do wish is, I wish they could have reformatted the schedule a little bit to be able to have Dom get that win and then have Cena get some kind of get back win in between. It feels weird going from losing to Dom immediately to losing to Gunther. It just feels like a wet fart at the end of the run. I wish they could have inserted a get back win in between, because I want both of those wins to occur. I'm happy Dom won. I will be happy when Gunther wins. I just wish there could have been somebody for Cena to get his get back in the middle. Go ahead, Mo. Sorry,
I was reading that super chat, and I might have to fry it.
Super chat. If Gunther was a female wrestler, y'all would be calling the wrestler boring. World title runs were rubbish. No superstar quality. Saying boring promo was simply being a good wrestler isn't good enough in 2025. Maybe not for you.
Yap of
maybe
death.
Maybe not for you, but even if Gunther was a girl, still would be a credible person. Shayna Baszler was basically all just wrestling and dominance, and that was good enough for many of us. And we felt she got buried on the main roster, and they fumbled her many times when they didn't establish her the way we wanted to. Gunther is one of those gimmicks that not a lot of people get. Some people connect with it, some people don't. Some people don't like his promos, some people do. Some people don't like his presentation, some people do like his presentation. There are certain people, this man got the do-rag. There are certain people that I feel like don't connect with Gunther, which is fine. Not everybody's going to connect with every single wrestler, but genuinely, being a good wrestler can still get you through a lot of things. You just choose not to support that wrestler just because you expect more from them. Gunther has done a good job at presenting himself from what he's been presented as being in WWE his entire time, whether it was NXT UK or the main roster. I will say his world title runs haven't been as good as his mid-card title reign. I think his Intercontinental Championship reign was still his peak. So the world title reigns definitely haven't hit as well. But I think we have to stop this narrative of every time somebody gets a big push or gets the world title, you expect them to change for some reason. I don't understand that. It's the same concept I use for Cody. People are saying Cody right now is boring, right? But did you think he was boring before he was the champion? Because he's doing the same stuff he was now before. Nothing about Cody has changed. And why would he change? Just because he has the title. His promos are the same. His character is the same. His interest is the same. Everything about Cody, his stories, everything about Cody right now is literally the same. It just has a championship. Even if he wasn't the champion, his stories wouldn't change either. He'd be doing the same stuff, just without a title. So I never understood that narrative. Why would somebody change just because they won the title when they got that opportunity based off who they already are? That doesn't make sense.
Can we put that comment back on screen? He paid us $10. Let's give him the limelight.
I'm gonna let Jay go ahead for
that. I am not gonna put this thing on. Okay, I'm not gonna put it on. You paid your money. I thank you for the donation. The fact that you assume that our opinion would be more volatile if Gunther was a woman says a lot more about you than it does about us. That's all I really have to say to that. The fact that you find Gunther boring when he's maybe the best technical wrestler in the world means you don't want to watch wrestling. You want to watch a soap opera. So go watch a soap opera. If all you care about is the drama and the acting, go watch a soap opera. I'm not going to put this thing on. You paid your $10. Thank you for the super chat. But you're close. You're close. And again, I think you need to write that comment down on a piece of paper, hold it in the mirror, and look at yourself for a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. And then I'm gonna set this back over here, and we're just going to leave it over there. I'm just going to leave it over there.
Go ahead, Mo.
The one side of things I don't think a lot of the people, especially the people that were really mad that LA Knight specifically didn't win, I don't really think it's a good idea to do babyface versus babyface unless it's legend versus legend. Like Edge and Cena, Edge and Orton. Because at the end of the day, everyone's going to be pulling for John Cena to win his last match. Everybody in that arena is going to be cheering overwhelmingly cheering John Cena. So yeah. I think people need to understand Gunther is the perfect monster heel to put against John Cena. Some of John Cena's greatest performances, i.e. Umaga at the Royal Rumble, that's John Cena at his very best right there. And Gunther is going to give John Cena a perfect match on the way out. And when he wins, it's going to be perfect heel heat for the perfect heel. That's why when people were pitching Melo, I was like, first of all, Melo has no credible wins for me to believe he can beat John Cena, like Jay said before. No. Also, he's a babyface, and he's getting over as a babyface.
I was about to say he's barely getting over. Over.
So I'm like, pump the brakes on Melo. Melo deserves an opportunity and a huge opportunity, but that's not the way to do it. And LA Knight, look, Jade alluded to it before. After you beat John Cena and in his last match, you need to have a proper follow-up. I 100% believe they will give Gunther a proper follow-up. I don't believe the same for LA Knight. I don't.
Yeah, LA Knight he's just tricky, unfortunately. Gunther, obviously, they've shown that they believe in him for certain stuff. So to move on from that topic, though, I want to know, since 2025 is coming to a wrap, what this year for you guys has been the most disappointing about WWE? Something that happened that disappointed you guys, whether it was a booking decision or just maybe just decisions they made, you know what I'm saying? Just anything in general.
Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
Let me make sure I look to the camera. What's going on, y'all? G Maniacs, 1-800 G Maniac. Y'all know what time it is. Baby on the way, January 25th, 2026. We got that out the way. The worst decision. It wasn't The Rock not showing up to WrestleMania. It wasn't Travis Scott. It wasn't Logan Paul in a high-profile match again. It wasn't even firing R-Truth and then bringing him back for nothing. It wasn't the Raw tag team division. It wasn't none of that. You know what the worst decision of 2025 was? Whoever makes the decisions, whoever makes, the head honcho, whoever the top spot is in 2025, looking You Can't See Me man dead in his face and telling him, yeah, we don't need you for 220. We good for 36 dates.
Mm-hmm.
What? Are you fucking stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding? You mean to tell me we could have got John Cena full time? And y'all said no? I would have felt y'all more if Cena's like, look, I got my schedule. I got to make this movie, make this show, Peacemaker. I can't do full year. I can give you 36 dates. All right, cool. We'll work around it. Y'all said no. Isn't this the same company that when asked about their ticket prices being so high, they looked us dead in the face and said, yeah, Vince cared about the families. We don't. We trying to make profits for real. And you don't put John Cena in a retirement tour on the screen 220 dates? Do y'all know how much prices jacked up when Cena was supposed to be at the show as opposed to they were? I'll give you a perfect example. I've been to 2 SmackDowns in the past calendar year. The SmackDown I went to when Cena was supposed to be there compared to the SmackDown I went to on Friday night, where I sat on Friday night, my ticket was $220. That same spot when Cena was supposed to be there, $1,000. $1,000. Right behind the floor on TV. If y'all go watch SmackDown again and you look like at the top edge of the screen, you might see me a couple times in my OTC hoodie. That seat, when Cena was there, $1,000. And y'all, I'm sorry, I would think Cena in a retirement tour, that's the best way to make you some money. I would have put him on the show every week if I could. We sitting here thinking, yo, he got the movie schedule. We know how it go. He got other things. He got other commitments. I don't care what, and I see the chat. I don't care what Cena thinks he could have done. I don't care what Cena thinks he was physically capable of. I saw him against AJ Styles. I saw him against Randy. I saw him against Punk. He didn't need to wrestle every week. I'm not saying he had to wrestle every week, but you ain't put him on the fucking show. Are we serious? I don't care. I really don't. Mo, I don't know if you about to steal my gimmick and devil's advocate this. Chat, I don't know if y'all about to devil's advocate this. I don't care what y'all are finna tell me. You're not. Cena's is literally, up until Roman Reigns, is your biggest drawing star ever. Up until Roman Reigns is your biggest drawing star ever. And even then, he still might be that. He still can make that claim today if he really wanted to, and I wouldn't hate nobody for it. And even if it wasn't 220, 36? 36?
I'll give you that. Yeah,
36? You went from 220 to 36? We couldn't stop at 100? We couldn't there's only 52 weeks in a calendar year. We couldn't do 52? Oh, that's the worst decision. I don't care. That was horrible. That is dumb marketing. That is dumb. You trying to make money to get out of debt you in? It's right there. It's like God gave y'all a layup. And y'all turned it to JaVale McGee. Like what are we doing? Y'all went on Shaq to the Fool. Mo, devil's advocate this, man, because that was horrible. That was horrible.
I see I'm not going to say anything you said was wrong. I feel you. I think Cena should have had more dates. If he wanted to do more dates, he should have been able to do more dates. And like you said, he don't have to wrestle every week. He don't at all. I just don't think do they even do that many dates a year?
I think he was counting. I low-key think he was counting live events too, because if you have
they don't do those dates anymore. You're thinking of back when he used to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't even do like house shows.
But
like
if you count, because there's 52 weeks in a year, so Monday, right, Friday, and one I mean the way they was doing PLEs, but one PLE every month. So if you got 52 weeks a year, that's bare minimum 110 live shows. Adding your PLEs, that's like 122. Well, and then give or take a little bit more. Your Saturday night main events, since they don't count as PLEs, all that type of stuff. And again, house shows, I don't think they do them like that, but I know they still do live events. It's just nowhere near as much.
It's not as many.
It's nowhere near as much. So that's why I made sure to clarify. It ain't got to be the 220.
Yeah, the 220.
And I think in that 220, I think he was trying to go to NXT. I don't know if he said that legit. Yeah, maybe a couple. But I would imagine NXT was part of that appearance.
Right. Yeah. So I'll
you
say,
couldn't give me 100.
I'll say I watched the full. I watched the full interview. I'll watch the full interview. I saw the whole podcast that he was on when he talked about this and everything and addressed it. So my stance is they definitely could have did more than 36, especially from the fans' perspective. Looking at it from the fans' perspective, we would have loved to seen him more. But based off his responses, I don't know how much more he really could have did. Because what he was saying was he wanted to do it full time. In his mind, he like, I can still do this one last year. But he said the 35 days that he had, it was already hard enough for him to even keep up with that, just in general. And he didn't even wrestle all the time. But the physicality of the matches that he had, he was saying it was hard to even do. And in the beginning, when he was doing the retirement tour, he was filming. He was flying from Morocco to the Royal Rumble to the Chamber, like back and forth, like during that time frame. So he was filming a project from, I think, Rumble all the way until the Chamber or to Mania, something like that in the beginning. Like he was flying to a different country, doing that, and then coming to do the WWE shows. So from the physical aspect, he didn't have to wrestle as much. You know, they could have did some promo appearances, you know, stuff like that. In that, but then it goes back to the fans again, though. If he had more dates, they probably would have wanted to see him wrestle a little bit more against people we didn't get to see, like Braun Breaker, like Carmelo Hayes, like the matches that we didn't get to see that we aren't going to get to see anymore. So I think they probably should have been able to find a balance. Like they probably could have asked John, physically, how many matches do you think you could have? And then based off that, that's how we structure the dates that we go for moving forward, because we don't want to run John Cena to the ground during his retirement tour, because that's not going to be good for us, because we run him down with all these matches. He might not even make it to the end of the tour. So we got to figure out a balance of physically, because that's a big part of why John said he's going to retire, because he can't keep up with the schedule anymore. Physically, his body just can't keep up with it anymore. So let's figure out a balance of how many matches do you think you could have? Obviously, you're going to wrestle on all the PLEs. So we got that down, right? All the PLEs, we got you there. But in between, how many Raw and SmackDowns you think we can fit in there? Like that's how I would have structured it, based off of how many matches you think you could have. Because they have 12 PLEs a year, right? So that's 12 matches right there already, excluding Evolution. So sorry, 11. So excluding Evolution, he did every PLE besides that one, because that's the all women's one. It's 11 matches right there you already got for John Cena. You're gonna have your stories and your builds in between that. He had a couple matches here on Raw and stuff like that, but I would have been like, how many matches do you really physically think you could have? And then based off that, that's how we're going to structure how many days. Because he's not going to, he can't do 220. I don't even know if he can do 100, to be honest. 50, maybe 60.
But if we look at the way everything was structured, right? That's why I say, like, if I get it, I can feel you. But with Cena, though, it's his last year, and this is your GOAT, who y'all keep calling the GOAT over y'all favorite Stone Cold, right? This is who y'all keep calling the GOAT over everybody else you done had. Like, everybody is recognizing John Cena as the greatest of all time, right? They've taken that title from Stone Cold and have bestowed it upon Cena. When y'all have that conversation, I'm asking, my first question is, John, what do you want? And then it's realistically, do you think you can do it? And then I find my middle ground, because you look at all the stuff he did, but there was like, he didn't need to wrestle, but even if you still take the exact same route you took with the heel turn and everything, there's more time to tell it. There's more time to make it believable. There's stuff you can fit in between that makes that turn back to babyface feel a little bit more like, yes, finally, because I don't know about y'all, but to me, that babyface switch felt like, okay, we're done. Let's just switch.
It was forced,
Because, and that's why I went into SummerSlam like, there's no way he's actually turned. This gotta be it. This gotta be. I was like, I feel like it's not done yet. You don't do a heel turn this big for 3 months.
I feel like towards the end of the tour, because we saw more of him in the beginning of the tour. Towards the end, after SummerSlam, that's when it kind of felt everything was kind of rushed. Like they had some builds for the Logan match, but after the Logan match, like the AJ match was just put together, the Lesnar match, the Dom match, you know what I'm saying? Like those matches were kind of just thrown together without the build. So towards the end of the year, they probably could have added some more dates for him to fulfill just to add to the stories and the promos. So I'm not disagreeing that 36 was too little, especially knowing that he was going to put everything aside and do a full tour. I just don't think physically he would have been able to do a real full-time schedule like the people do right now. They would have had to find a middle ground.
And that I can agree with. But yeah, 36 dates. I thought the 36 was because Cena couldn't. Like, like this is all I got because I still got all these other commitments and I want to honor them. That's what I'm thinking. When I heard WWE said no, yeah, bro, y'all can kiss my ass.
We only need you for this many days.
We only need you for 36. Bro, what?
That's crazy. What?
Bro, some of the best stuff, like, say what you want about the heel turn, but WWE has been in a down year. And some of the best stuff that niggas was looking forward to was Cena.
Yeah. Yep. Well, so speaking of down year, and I know we still got to get to the WrestleMania stuff, but real quick, I just want to say I think we can all agree that this has probably been the worst year for WWE since Triple H took over. Yeah. Okay, so since we all agree on that, I think just in general, I can't narrow it down to a collection of booking decisions, although there were some really bad ones.
Okay, just give one that stands out that really pissed you off. Then, like, that just makes no sense.
Honestly, I still cannot get over how the WrestleMania main event played out. I think how that WrestleMania main event played out completely robbed it of any special feeling, that match, because I should be looking back at that WrestleMania main event and remembering I was there when John Cena won 17. I was there. This is how he did it. But all I can fucking remember is Travis Scott walking out with that doofy fucking smile on his face, high out of his mind, getting in the ring and taking the shittiest Cody Cutter I've ever seen anyone take. I don't even remember how Cena ended up winning the match. All I remember is fucking Travis Scott. So if you want me to pick a booking decision, that's it. But my point is, that is just one example of WWE all year either willfully ignoring or being completely ignorant of their fan base, because they continue to make these decisions that fly in the face of everything we are looking to see in WWE. They bring back Brock Lesnar with everything hanging over his head and throw him in our fucking faces. They completely disregard their tag team divisions. They completely disregard 90% of their women's division. If your name isn't Rhea, or Io, they continue to invite right-wing shills to play major parts of their shows when none of us want to see that shit. Yeah. None of us want to see that shit. Especially in today's political climate, wrestling is one of the rare things that I can dive into and forget about all of the stupidity on both sides. I'm not making this a political argument. Wrestling is one of the few things that I can get involved in that distracts me from the stupidity on both sides of the political spectrum right now. And yet I have to tune into Monday Night Raw and see right-wing shills flying in my face, being a part of something that I just want to sit and enjoy. And Triple H just can't help himself. Just can't help himself. Putting John Cena's last match in Washington, D.C., a place where that match has no business happening. No business happening.
Boston is beyond me.
Yeah, the fact
like just common sense. He tells you, "Hey, this is my last match." H
just can't help putting WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Brock Lesnar being around. Travis Scott, no tag team division. No, like everything they have done this year has flown in the face of what we tune into wrestling for. And I think that has completely ruined any good thing that we may have gotten out of this year. And honestly, because that is happening, I think that is negatively impacting things like Jey Uso, because fans are so mad at WWE that they're just looking for things to hate. Has Jey Uso done some silly shit? Yes, he shouldn't have been yeeting on the top of the cage in War Games. We all understand that. But he does not deserve and has not earned the amount of hate and vitriol that has been thrown at Jey Uso for the past month, when we all loved him at WrestleMania. But as this year has gone on, this year has been so negative, and Triple H has not listened to a thing we said, or has been willfully ignorant of everything that we have said, and continues to just make these decisions that are all about the bottom line and all about the dollar when you're already the most profitable entertainment company in the world. So, yeah, there's been booking decisions here and there, but I think WWE has a much bigger problem on its hands, and it's slowly starting to balloon, and Triple H needs to get that shit under control, because honestly, it's making watching WWE a lot harder than it used to be.
Let me get to the super chat real quick. They don't like Gunther because they don't relate to him. See how they live. Jay, it's because they relate to them. I agree. Some people.
That's not what that one guy said, though. I just
it's a little bit different. Mo, what's your answer, real quick?
It's the heel turn without having an actual follow up to said heel turn.
Yeah,
you don't pull. To me, the moment itself is incredible. I think that's still, to me, moment of the year. But the fact that you had no actual plan coming out of it, you just did it for the shock and the numbers, is kind of illustrates the actual problem with WWE in 2025. They do the big moments for the shock and all that BS. But second thing I want to say real quick, because I don't know why this is a conversation, but a lot of wrestling fans want to continue to make this comparison, and it makes my fucking brain hurt. This year reminds me very heavily of not 2019, because when you niggas try to put that in the same conversation, you're bugging. Right. But it reminds me of 2017, because 2016 was a pretty good, consistent year, and then 2017 was that dip where it started to get really bad. And I'm scared 2025 is going to be that dip that starts to get it really bad, because we had peak from 22 to 24, and 25 has been in kind of
you can argue that's a good argument. Mo, I do want to ask a quick question. Do you think they didn't have a plan for a follow-up, or one person ruined that plan?
The person that orchestrated said plan didn't have a plan.
Okay. See, I was like, because there's logistics when The Rock decides you don't want to show up, he's chilling in Hawaii watching the show.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna jump like, about
come
that.
on.
No, I think.
Yeah. I'll say for me, worst decision for me, I'm just gonna say WrestlePalooza as a whole, the show.
I was about to call that out.
Because I was there.
Yeah,
I went to the show.
Yeah,
WrestlePalooza was just
get a
it
refund.
was a waste of a PLE.
I went to the show, and I will say, I mean, I enjoyed my time because I met up with some friends, stuff like that. So the day was good, but like, just the way they hyped up that show. And if you look at the card generally wasn't bad. You look at the matches on the card, like, oh, okay, this could be a nice little show. But the way they hyped up the show and how flat it just fell was so insane. ESPN was even like, what is this shit? Like, what is this, bro? Like, this is the first show we get here?
Didn't they give it an F? Like,
something like that.
No, they gotta see. Which is generous. But
you have Cena get beat by Lesnar, like squashing style, which you had to know people weren't gonna receive that well.
Yeah.
People didn't really,
not appropriate.
People didn't really care to see much about that, and you didn't really have to do that for us to know who Brock Lesnar already was. We already know that Brock Lesnar's the real deal. We didn't need confirmation of that. Okay, so Cody beating Drew, that match felt like that match felt like, I don't know, it felt like there was supposed to be more to that match, and then like that was kind of just it right there. The mixed tag team match I thought was okay. Stephanie versus Io was pretty cool as well. But just overall the show.
Yeah.
The show just didn't feel like a big deal opposed to how they built and hype it up. It's ESPN, you know what I'm saying? WrestlePalooza, like, you gotta go watch it. And then after the show, we all sat there, was like, that was it. That's it. Like,
but I feel like going into that show, we should have been. I
was expected to be disappointed.
I said on
the show, I've never been so disappointed by something I expected to disappoint me.
Like, because
I knew it was gonna let me down.
Because I remember when they announced it, because it was like, oh, hey, we're not gonna be doing this on Peacock no more. Boom. And then I was like, WrestlePalooza. The name gives off Vince McMahon. And the show alone was like, oh, I know exactly what this is. ESPN just wants, Disney That company, they just want to show, hey, we got WWE now. Here's our little PLE. And what?
But at the same time, and it's so funny because my wife watches wrestling here and there with me. She's not a big wrestling fan like I am. She has her favorites, but she watched WrestlePalooza with me, and she saw my reaction. Right? No, but here's what she said. She said, who would be the guy with WWE that they would send out to like meet and greet? And I was like, oh, that'd probably be like Nick Khan. And they were like, okay. She was like, can you imagine if somewhere in like Los Angeles, I'm paraphrasing, but she said something to the effect of, can you imagine somewhere in Los Angeles right now, Nick Khan is sitting there in a room with a bunch of ESPN execs watching WrestlePalooza, and he just turns around to the ESPN guys and goes, and the ESPN guys are just like, what the fuck was that? Like, this is what you brought us in for? Word. This is what you sold us on? Like, what the hell? And they tried to hide. I said it back when the show happened. They tried to hide it behind all these fancy lasers, and Brock Lesnar had this, huge whatever, and it was just a wet fart. It was a wet fart.
I will say too.
This comment right here, real quick. I just want to say this comment right here illustrates exactly you're part of the problem, my nigga. GTA for life.
That's what I'm gonna go to that comment.
Stop caping for slop. You are part of the problem. WWE has brainwashed you niggas to just be like, it's bad, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna enjoy the show. If the shit is bad, go ahead and say it's bad, nigga. Stop sitting there and enjoying bullshit.
Wrestling is not gonna be perfect, bro. That's impossible. And I get sometimes fans can complain a little bit too much about certain stuff. We get that aspect because everybody in wrestling likes different things. You like different stories, you like different matches. There's people up here who like different stuff. You know what I mean? There's superstars that we've all talked about that certain people don't like up here, and some of us may not understand that, but everybody likes different things. But then there's times when there's shit that's just bad. Like, you can just say it's bad. Like, when it's good, it's good. Talk about how good it is. It was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, AJ versus John Cena. Great. Spectacular. Great. That was beautiful. But Brock Lesnar versus John Cena was ass. It was terrible. Like, when it's bad, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to admit that it's bad. Like, if you watch a TV show, right, and if you love The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and you're like, oh man, episode 1 through 6 was great, and episode 7 happens and it was bad, you can be like, yeah, this episode 7 was terrible, but I still like the show. I'm not gonna stop watching the show just because one episode was bad. We've been watching wrestling for years to understand that there's gonna be some good years and some bad years. There's some good episodes of Raw, some good episodes of SmackDown, some bad episodes of Raw, some bad episodes of SmackDown. If we all just sat there and stopped watching the show based off one episode, that they would never have fans. People would have been stopped watching forever ago. We're not going to stop watching just based off of one bad year. Some people might stop, but just because they have one bad year, where you're like, if you're a true fan at heart, you're just too attached to it. You know what I mean? So you can't really fully detach yourself from it. You may stop watching, the shows weekly, but you still keep up with it. You still have to know what happens. Like in 2019, I wasn't watching Raw and SmackDown faithfully every week. I still watch all the pay-per-views though. I still kept up with everything on social media. Like, I had to know what was going on. I can never just detach myself from it. So it's okay to not like something and say it's bad when it's bad. If it's bad, then you can say, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, buddy.
And this is what wrestling tribalism has done to us. Yeah. Everyone feels like they have to pick a side. Everyone feels like you have to defend shit on either side.
Yep.
And it's terrible. I wonder if it was the same way back when WWF and WCW were going at it, but the internet didn't exist back then. The internet gives people the audacity to just come online and say stupid shit. There have been some, and
there's some people. There was a video that I saw on YouTube where someone looked at some forums from back then. Same shit.
They had those chats and everything, but like the IWC wasn't a thing then because the internet wasn't as big as it is now. So you couldn't just hop on an app and see everybody's opinion on social medias. But that's what opinions and stuff are for. Everybody has opinions on everything, whether it's movies, whether it's food, whether it's animals, everything. People make content about anything nowadays. People critique movies and stuff like that, but like nobody ever says, "Hey, don't watch that movie then if it's bad." Of course, I'm gonna still go watch it. I'm a fan, so I need to see if it's good or bad. Then I'm going to tell you whether I liked it or not. So I do agree there are certain fans on the internet who do complain too much, who are never satisfied with anything. 100%. But the whole aspect of stop watching if you don't enjoy it, that's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to stop watching.
Ridiculous.
I'm not going to stop watching something that I've been watching pretty much my entire life just based off one bad booking decision that I know is bad or I don't like. I'm going to continue to watch, and I'm going to focus on the things that I do like, because I know there are going to be things that I can watch that I enjoy, and things will get better. You know what I mean? Like that whole aspect, I never understood that aspect of stop watching if you don't like it. Like, I'm not going to stop watching the entire show just because they did one thing that I know was bad.
Yeah. Since when did it become such a bad thing to expect better of something that you're a fan of? Like,
yeah, we just want the show to be better. Like, we don't want it to be bad. We want to enjoy it. Like, I want the show to be good. I don't want it to suck. That's for any wrestling. That goes for AEW. That goes for TNA. Like, that goes for anything. I don't want it to be bad. Generally want it to be good.
Yeah, and the can we just move on because chat's starting to get carried? Like the tribalism.
Yeah, we gotta wait for you to get back so we can share this.
Respect the attitude.
Yeah, it's not just the tribalism is not just from company to company. It's also era to era. Like if you want to say that the Attitude Era is the GOAT, I completely understand that. But to say that it exists in this complete other ether than current wrestlers, like give me a break. Give me a break.
And they gotta stop acting like
recommending Brett matches.
People back then too gotta stop pretending that stuff in the Attitude, everything in the Attitude Era was great. Not everything in that era was great. I can go back and find plenty of stuff from that era that was bad. They had a whole fucking segment where somebody gave birth to a hand. That all happened in the Attitude Era. Like,
brother, oof.
Yeah.
They had a whole segment where they cut off Val Venus's penis, bro. A choppy your pee, bro.
Beaver cleavage was in the Attitude Era.
Beaver cleavage, yeah. So, all right.
Yeah. So Triple H, if you're still in here under your bot account, you're not welcome here anymore.
Oh wow.
Get out.
Wait, if you're gonna leave, just wait till I give you the script again. Right? We're going 3 for 3.
Here you go.
What you mean?
You can share your screen now. Whenever you're ready.
Hey, if I lag, I might unshare it and then just share it at the end.
No, these clips won't be shared anyway, so it doesn't matter because the screen will be filled up with the thing, so it'll be too hard for us to.
Oh boy, here we go. It's all coming back to me now.
All right.
First, which one are we doing? So this is what I did here. So this is booking WrestleMania 42. What we think WWE will do. So usually they have about 7 to 8 matches per night. I ain't gonna do all that. So what I did was obviously the 2 world. So the Undisputed and World Heavyweight Championship, US and IC. Get those 4 out the way. Women's WWE, Women's World, Women's IC, Women's US. I put the women's tag on here because that is the best tag division on WWE right now, not counting NXT.
You're right, yeah.
That is the best tag division right now. They've actually done a really good job with that. So I gave them some love here. Then I put a big non-title match, and then to make it an even number, I think this is an even number, I put a big women's non-title match on there. Now, as far as the non-titles or like any of these, if you're just adamant that, like, for example, you don't think they're going to have the women's US title on WrestleMania, but you think they'll do this instead, we can just say it's for the US title, right? Like, we can just say, because like the women's mid cards, not really. I'm not really.
I think WWE's going to split it next year. I think they'll have one mid card title for the men and one for the women. And I think it's going to be the IC title for the women, unfortunately.
Well, shockingly, it's working for the women's tag.
Yeah,
so
I can't see a world where they disregard a men's intercontinental title. There's too much history behind that.
I think the men's IC title. I think he'll be on the show, but I don't think the title will be on the line.
But I could see them doing men's intercontinental and women's US for sure. I could see them doing that.
See, I think it's going to be the way around.
I honestly don't know if they're going to get rid of either. Because the U.S. Open Challenge now is now a thing that
not the men's
they're using. Like,
I don't think
hey, U.S. Open. I think ever since seeing the U.S. Open Challenge, they're never going to get rid of the U.S. title because they don't do an IC Open Challenge. So, yeah, that's how I feel. But yeah, that is what we have here. I mean, obviously,
this is what we think they will do first, right?
Yeah, this is what we think WWE is going to do.
So I'll start first. Well, what is going from Universal Championship? So what is going in order?
Oh, okay. I was about to say you can put whatever you want.
Yeah, what is going in order since you have an order? So everybody will go. What is go? Everybody's Undisputed Championship, World Title. What is going in order? So what I think they're gonna do for the Undisputed Championship now, I think the big main event I think they're going to do Cody Roman again. I think that's the match they're going to sell.
Mark me down for the same thing.
I think they're going to sell WrestleMania on that, and I think it should be a Hell in a Cell. Just want to add that out there. That's what I think.
I think Cody.
I've seen that short.
To go copy and paste for me to G. I will also say I think Cody. I think he should turn heel between now and Mania. I really, really do. I really do. I think that if you're going to do that match,
let me ask this because we talked about the Cody heel turn. I made a video on this as well. I don't really think they have to turn him heel. I think the way Cody is, I think he's basically kind of like the John Cena of this era. I think he's that little superhero inspirational guy that people look up to and want to be like. Now, I'm not saying they can't turn him heel or wouldn't be cool to see it, but do you feel like for this match or story, do you feel like they really have to, or is that something that you would just want to see?
I just feel like, and you said make it a Hell in a Cell. I just feel like if you're going to do this again, it's got to be different from the last two. It can't be Marvel Ultimate Alliance shenanigans with everybody and their mama coming out to try and help either side. It's got to be one-on-one. It's got to feel different somehow. And I think that the best way to make that feel different is to switch the roles from where it was. But maybe Cody just plays a little bit more of a tweener and you put it in the Hell in a Cell. I guess I'd be okay with that.
The only reason I said Hell in a Cell, just for the simple fact, like, it gives the fan satisfaction that we have a definitive winner. No interference. You have a straight-up winner. And whoever wins is the guy. Like, you have to accept it. If you don't like Cody and he wins, well, Cody's the guy. Live with it. You know what I'm saying? If it's Roman, then they're obviously telling us that they're still believing in Roman as the guy. So I feel like that's that to me would be the intriguing story. And I feel like they would be big enough for a Hell in a Cell just based off of the history, the story. And I feel like Roman's at a stage right now where he like should want to prove that he can beat Cody by himself. Like, I don't need the bloodline to prove that I'm better than you. Cody the same way. I don't need the backup. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I'm the guy now. So that's the reason I said Hell in a Cell would be cool for that, just for the simple fact. I think the story would be great for it. And we know, like, there's got to be a winner. There has to be one winner, one loser.
And chat, just to clear up anything, this is what we think they're going to do because we don't think somebody's coming back.
Right.
For y'all, anyway. Me.
This is not what we want. This isn't how we would do it. This is what we predict WWE.
Well, I'm going to be different. I think they're going to find a way for Seth Rollins to come back because he's done it before.
I'll say that.
He's done it before. So I'm going.
I do too.
Oh, wait. Oh, I just skipped. I don't think it's going to be Cody Roman. I think we're going to get Cody v. Punk. I think we're going to get Cody.
See, that's what I want to see, but I don't know if they're going that route anymore.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
I think because he's the only person that can be in a main event with Cody Rhodes right now that they're actually telling. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna just put I'm gonna put Cody Roman for the sake of time because I totally forgot that I changed what I'm doing. I totally forgot. I'm gonna get back to it later, but for the sake of time, we can move on. World Heavyweight Championship.
But just to be clear, you think based on current booking, you think that WWE is looking at Cody Roman, right? That's what you're doing here.
For now, yes, because yeah.
Okay.
So I do agree with G. I feel like Seth is gonna find his way back to WWE before Mania. But I don't think he's gonna go after Roman anymore now, strictly based off of the last time we saw him. He got his ass beat by Braun Breaker and them boys. So for the world title, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I feel we're gonna get a triple threat. I think it's gonna be Seth, Braun, and Punk at Mania for the world title. That's what I'm thinking now. Because Seth has never wanted Punk to be the world champion. Braun Breaker obviously wants to take that spot. So I feel like the story is aligned for it to be what they want it to be. Because I don't think Braun's going to beat Punk for the world title on Raw. But I still feel like they have plans for him. I think he's probably my favorite now to win the Rumble.
I think that's where the return happens, to be honest.
And even though we had Punk and Seth in the triple threat last year, I think plans kind of have changed now where I feel the stories all add up for this. Punk's the champion. Seth hates Punk, doesn't want him to be the champion, but he has to get his revenge on Braun Breaker for, stabbing him in the back and all that stuff. So that's kind of where I feel like it's going to align.
I think that the stars have lined up too well for Sami Zayn not to win the Royal Rumble this year. I think Sami Zayn's winning the Royal Rumble. I think we're going to end up in a situation where everyone kind of assumes that, Sami's going to go challenge, his buddy Cody or whatever. I think Seth, I'll go ahead and go along with you guys that Seth is going to come back, but maybe he won't. If he doesn't, this will just end up being a triple threat. I think Sami is going to look at the situation where Punk and Seth are both like, hey, Breaker is our problem. You get out of here, Sami. Because I think Breaker's going to win the title. Maybe not, 2 weeks from Monday or whatever it is, but he's going to win the title before Mania. I think Breaker's the world champion by Mania. And then I think we get at least a triple threat with Punk, Sami, and Braun. But it could be a fatal four-way, including Seth Rollins. So it's going to be Sami versus Punk versus Braun, possibly versus Seth, if Seth is back from his injury at that time.
So Punk,
Breaker, Sami, and then Breaker, Seth if he's back.
On the Sami, and I'm going to add.
Just make my text.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah. Because I just think with it being in Saudi Arabia this year, I think Sami, if not now, never. So I think the stars are just aligning just right for Sami to win that Rumble this year.
All right, Mo.
I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm split between two matches right now. I think, I see a bunch of different scenarios surrounding the Raw World title right now. Like, I see Punk and Gunther because I'm like, how do you not put him in a world title match after having him retire John Cena? But then there's another option with Gunther and Brock Lesnar. That's obviously not going to be for the world title. Let's just. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that triple threat.
This one,
I see them telling that story because that Punk, Seth, Braun. Because initially I was just thinking there's gonna be like Seth and Braun as a separate match, but like I don't see Seth trying to help Punk at all. Like that's just like if he was to make a return, it would be kind of So I'm gonna stick with that as well.
Yeah. So now that I've got my thoughts together and remembered what WWE thinks, what I think they're going to do, I have Cody v. Randy, and then I have Punk Roman. Just by the way, they set that up on what they set up on. What was it? Raw? This last Raw. When he was like, or no, the Raw before War Games, when he's like, oh, I think that title would look great around my shoulder. Y'all to figure out, I think they're gonna do Punk Roman.
Yeah, but he helped.
That don't mean nothing to them
at War Games. That stare down.
That don't mean nothing to them. This is just because again, I am moving. I am going to stick with what I said, and I'm moving that WWE. What I think they'll do. I don't think Seth is coming back. The one where how we would book it, I'm booking that where Seth is coming back. So I'm differentiating. Exactly. So I'm differentiating the two. So in my what I think WWE will do, I have eliminated Seth Rollins from this equation. I am moving as if though they
the Cody, the Punk and Roman stuff before War Games. That's what I thought they were going to do before the War Games match happened. That's what I originally thought they were going to do because it never to me mattered whether it was going to be for the world title or not. I mean, whatever title Roman goes after, it's going to be looked at as the top title. So.
Can I just ask you guys just as a matter of interest, and it can just be a 1 or 2 word answer for the sake of time for now. But if you guys don't think Sami's winning the Rumble, Malik, who do you think? Again, who do you think WWE wants to win the Rumble?
Either Braun Breaker or Roman Reigns.
G.
In this scenario, it would be Roman.
Mo.
Braun.
Okay, I could see either of those. I guess to me, it's just a gut feeling.
I never once believed Sami was winning the Rumble, though. That's never been a thought for me.
Yeah, that for me, I've been thinking it for a while. And honestly, a lot of people are saying that, oh, he's not being featured. But the fact that they're kind of hiding him in this multi-man feud with the MFTs or whatever, it's classic Royal Rumble booking. You want someone to win the Rumble, but you don't want everyone to predict it. You hide them in a lower mid-card feud.
It's the Jey Uso feel. It's the Jey Uso feel.
Yeah. So I think the booking lately has made me feel more that Sami is going to win, not less.
No, I feel you, Jade. I just think like for me, like the reason again, I'm moving where I've decided to completely eliminate Seth Rollins. Yeah. Roman Reigns would be what? How many legends do we have that have won 2 Rumbles, and Roman isn't one of them? I think that in this scenario, I easily see him getting the second Rumble win because Cena has 2, Stone Cold has 2, Randy has 2, Edge has 2, like Roman can get 2.
All right, so for the U.S. title, I think this is gonna. I'm just gonna say like some type of ladder match because I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna say like
6-man ladder match.
Put Ilya in there. I'm gonna say Mello. Like I said, I'll say like a 7-man. I think they usually kind of do like uneven numbers sometimes, so I'll say like 7-man. I think they'll do. Let's put Ilya in there for him because he's gonna have to have something for him to do. So we got Ilya. Throw in Mello, Damian Priest, Aleister Black, or some of the mid card people. Solo.
Which one? Tama Tonga?
Nah, I'll probably just say Solo for now. I don't know if they'll put all the MFTs in there, but since Solo is the lead guy, I'll just throw him in there. You got Solo, and then they doing this whole.
By the way, shout out to Solo for hooping on Monday.
Solo, that may have been the best match I've ever seen him wrestle since he came up.
And then like other people, it could be over because they putting some tag team people in this mid card stuff now too.
Tommaso Ciampa can be in this.
So I mean, you could throw whoever in there, doesn't matter. Just you could put him in Gargano, I guess,
or Frazier. Probably put him because he's been in that little thing. How do I do the thing where it loops? There we go.
I'm not sure about those last 2, but I think the first 5 for sure.
Yeah. You know what? For the sake, because I know people probably can't see that, I'm just gonna erase through.
Hey, put Miz in there.
Miz
has some stuff going on.
Ew.
Guys, careful. The Miz disrespect. It's almost as bad as
in 2025.
In 2025.
Miz all time. Love him. 2025.
Miz is cool. You can put him in there. And then who else is in that mid card? Let me see. Who else is in that SmackDown?
Sheamus
ain't on SmackDown.
Here we go again.
I mean, even though the brand split technically doesn't matter, but
right, exactly.
But I wouldn't.
They might as well end that shit.
I don't think Sheamus will be in there. I'm thinking like I don't think they'll put Jacob in there either. I think Jacob's gonna face Drew. Throw in like a shit. I really want to say Montez Ford, but I know he ain't gonna be in there.
That nigga ain't been on TV and
they don't like him like that.
Maybe Uncle Howdy or something because he kind of in that feud too. So I don't know.
Oh hell no!
Hey man, all you gotta do is believe.
Put Uncle Howdy in there, brother. It's just somebody different.
I do not believe or believe.
Or no. Scrap that. Somebody said Ray Phoenix. Yeah, he perfect for that.
Oh yeah, good cook.
Ray Phoenix, perfect for that high flying stuff. So.
Okay, Jade.
Man, this is where I start to struggle because WWE, up until the last couple of weeks, at least with Ilya, does not give a shit about their mid-card titles right now. None of them.
Nope.
Fuck, this is hard. So the first question you have to answer is Ilya still going to have this title by Mania? I guess I'm going to say yes, although I could definitely see any of those guys on Malik's list winning it between now and then. And then the other thing I'm struggling with is we've gotten through what we think they're going to do with the 2 world championship matches, and Gunther still isn't anywhere on here. So, what I think makes the most WWE sense from a storytelling perspective, I'm gonna go Ilya versus Gunther. I think they might move Gunther because he's already dominated the Raw division for however long between being IC champion and world champion. So just for a change of pace, I think they might move Gunther. And then even if you want to rule lawyer me into saying, he's not on SmackDown, now he is. We haven't seen Ilya versus Gunther in a big stage like that in a long time, so it's fresh. Yeah, I'll go Ilya versus Gunther. I think from a WWE storytelling perspective, that makes the most sense.
I mean, I feel you.
And there's kind of a story there, regardless.
But yeah, that's
Ilya
not where
got hurt against Gunther.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I know exactly what Gunther's doing at WrestleMania. But continue.
I think.
Go ahead.
Me too.
Well, you guys might be able to sway me the other way. We'll see.
Well, I was going to say Ilya versus Melo.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think they end.
Yeah,
I think that's where Melo wins it.
Yeah. The only thing that made me maybe change was Tama Tonga. I felt like there might be a little triple threat action going, but that's it. I'm pretty much locked in.
So for the IC title, this is what I'm thinking, because the whole Judgment Day stuff, I don't know how much longer they're gonna play this out. I mean, they seem united right now, but I don't know how much longer these guys are really gonna be together per se.
I know what that match is.
So I feel they want to keep Dom and Liv together, but I feel like they can turn them into baby faces if they want, because I think people like Liv enough, and Dom, he's getting like big, well-received reactions now where like they're accepting him. So I'm gonna say just for that match we get a mixed tag. I think it's Finn and Roxanne versus Dom and Liv. That's what I'm thinking.
Interesting.
For the IC title?
No, I don't think Dom's defending the IC title.
Oh well, this is for the IC title though.
I don't know if I think he'll still be the champion, because they have champions at WrestleMania who walking champions don't defend their titles. I mean, they do that. So
you don't think?
But this is a match. But this is the match for the IC championship though.
Yeah, I know. I don't think there's going to be one for the IC title.
So do you want me to put that in big non-title match?
Yeah, it's a mixed tag team match, so you could put a non-title match, whatever you want to put.
So you don't have the IC championship being defended at all?
Not at Mania, no. I don't. Not from what I'm seeing. Unless Dom loses it between them, but I don't know who's going to beat him for it.
I think because it's Dom, there's no way that title's not getting defended on WrestleMania.
That's why it's a mixed tag team match, because they have the story there.
I mean, I can see the mixed tag. Okay.
I just don't know who's going to beat Dom for the title in between, and if he happens.
Let me jump in,
just got it back.
Actually, because I have two schools of thought. I'm 50-50. Honestly, I'm 50-50 on which of these is going to happen. If I had to pick one, I guess I will. My initial thought was Dom is going to spend the next 3 months ducking and weaving and cheating. A bunch of guys on the Raw roster are going to feel, like a Sheamus or a Jey Uso or whoever are going to get cheated, ducked, and dodged by Dom. And then he's going to try. And then Adam Pearce is going to come in and say, all right, you can defend your title against all of them, in a ladder match or whatever. Yeah. But there's an idea in my head. There's an idea in my head that I can't get rid of. So I'm just going to throw it out there because I can't put it on what I want to happen, and I can't put it on what I would do because I don't want this to happen. But for some reason, I can't get it out of my head. So I don't think Dom is going to have a booked IC title match. I think he is going to beat a bunch of people between now and Mania, dodge, cheat, lie, steal, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I think he is going to go out to the ring with Liv at WrestleMania, unscheduled, and say, just to go out there and proclaim himself as the greatest Intercontinental Champion in history. As he's proclaiming himself the greatest IC champion in history, the lights go down, the clock begins, and then Chris Jericho comes out. And then we get Jericho versus Dom for the IC title at WrestleMania.
Oh,
I could see WWE doing that, so I'm going to do Jericho versus Dom.
See, I think Jericho has a different match at Mania, though. That's just me, though. If you put under the after you do that one.
Jericho at Mania.
If Dom happens to have an IC title match, just put Dom versus Sheamus underneath that.
See, that's better.
Hyphen.
I think that's way better.
And hyphen, but I still think the mixed tag team match is gonna happen.
The championship scramble. No, I thought about it, Nos. Honestly, I thought about it, but for some reason, this just seems so WWE to me.
A championship scramble is crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Let me do this quick. All right, go
put
ahead.
like little hyphens for Dom and Sheamus. I'm not sold that that'll do that, but if that happens to be an IC title match, it could be that.
All right,
Mo. I think this is where we get the ladder match. I don't know, but
I'm just
I
gonna
know for sure. Dom,
6-man ladder match.
Yeah, I know Dom's gonna be in there, and I think Sheamus finally wins one.
6-man.
Well, so I'll just put Sheamus wins. You think Sheamus wins regardless?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wait till we get to them big non-title matches. Ooh, they get nasty.
I already know my one. I already know one.
Oh, I already got like 3 of them.
Oh, how many are we doing?
Technically, I think it's like 12 matches or 11 matches. Nothing like super.
Last year we just threw whatever we wanted in.
Yeah, right.
A freaking on my Jericho prediction says I hate that I can see that. I know, me too. Me too, but I feel it in my bones.
Mo, I'm kind of with you on the ladder match idea, but just because I see this match happening doesn't mean that Dom necessarily has to lose. So what I think they might do is finally give him the one win he doesn't have.
Oh, the retirement.
Finally give him the one.
He beat Ray before.
No, it was not 1-on-1. He's lost every single match to Ray.
I mean, 1-on-1, yeah, sure, but he's got a victory.
Yeah, he won in a tag match, but I'm talking about like legit 1-on-1. I think this is where he gets the win.
Finally gets it done.
And this is Ray's.
All right, so let's move down to this is for the women's WWE, right? Okay. Well, we obviously know. I think Jade's definitely holding that bitch till Mania for sure.
I mean, because ain't nobody on SmackDown to take it.
I mean, I know Bianca's not there right now, but I just can't see anything else for Jade other than Bianca. I just don't see what else would be there.
Paste that for me.
Like I can't see what else would be there.
Yeah,
even though she's injured and I think she said she has to have surgery and stuff. But I mean, I just can't see anything else for Jade at Mania other than Bianca. And obviously it can't be Naomi because she's pregnant. So
I was about to say Bianca's my Rumble winner until I see otherwise. Bianca's my Rumble winner. I think that she makes her surprise return. Like I'm gonna just copy.
They give her the 2-time. Yeah, I'm not hearing it. She top 2 all time. She get another one. Fuck it.
Yeah, like it's Jay versus Bianca for me.
Same thing.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I don't have Bianca as my Rumble winner. I'll talk about that in the next one.
You're gonna say Liv.
Well, okay, I'll go first if you want to take the piss out of me, Malik. Yeah,
I know you're gonna say because everybody else thinks that too. Yeah.
Liv Morgan's going to win the Royal Rumble, and it's going to be Liv versus Stephanie at WrestleMania for the world title.
Hey, you know it's bad that I forgot that Stephanie was the world champion. That's because she was feuding with fucking Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
What a waste. So Mo, was I tripping? Mo? Did niggas really want to see that shit? Did niggas really want to see Nikki? Like, you know what I mean? Axe, where you at? I might see you next week. I rewatched that episode. We got me and Axe gonna have to.
So for me, I feel Stephanie versus Liv. I think is definitely a possibility, but because they they got the little interaction teasing and stuff, but I just really feel like they want Stephanie versus Rhea. That's what I really think they want to do. So that's what I'm sticking with. Even though she's in this little tag team right now with Io, I don't see Rhea being in.
In fact, throw Rhea in as a triple threat for me too, because I can't see them putting Rhea at anything less than a world title match. Obviously, there's history there with Liv and Rhea, so that makes Steph versus Liv versus Rhea. I'll do a triple threat there. I think that's highly possible.
I just can't see, even though she's in a little tag team stuff right now with Io and it's cool, I just don't feel that going all the way till Mania. Maybe they could, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know, man. I don't. They would have to like win the tag titles before Mania for me to like fully believe they're going to be in the tag team match. So based off right now, that's just what I'm going with.
Well,
I'm on the same wavelength. I think that's the money match for them.
Stephanie versus Rhea.
Yeah.
Again, I totally see that. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't.
Interesting.
But I really think, and it's gonna, Loki kind of spoils it, but I actually agree. I think it's gonna be Stephanie versus Liv. Because if you versus Rhea, I understand it. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but people are gonna argue that should be the main event, and it's not gonna be the main event. And I think a Stephanie versus Liv match, you won't have that argument. And I think WWE wants to avoid that because I think Stephanie versus Liv you can have and won't have that argument perfectly fine. If you have Stephanie versus Rhea, they're going to want it in the main event on night one. And realistically...
So these next few ones...
I also think that's why it makes sense for Liv to be in that triple threat because of any of them that's going to take the pin, you know? That this keeps Stephanie and Rhea both from eating a pin at WrestleMania.
All right, so for
I think if you do Stephanie versus Rhea, I think
so
Rhea
the champs,
easily
Chelsea and Maxine as the champs right now.
Maxine ain't holding that thing till Mania.
Sorry. She's not walking into Mania with that title.
No fucking way.
Especially after that video package
I'm so with you, Jay. She is not walking into Mania.
I would be so surprised if she holds that thing for WrestleMania.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If they let Maxine have a good little run, because you know she's about to feud with Ivy Nile. Bars in hell.
Brother.
But Becky eventually gonna want that rematch. She beat Becky again?
Yeah.
All right, brother.
I'm also. I'll go ahead and just while I'm on a roll, I'll go ahead and give you mine because I'm seeing reports. And again, reminder for chat because this is definitely not what I want and definitely not what I would do. I think we're going to end up with Becky versus Natalya for the IC title.
What?
I think you're going to let Natalya bring in that persona that she's all happy about. Guys, I'm not happy about it either. This isn't. I just want to remind you. But what is WWE going to do? More than anything, I think they are gonna. Because again, it all comes back to what I said a little bit ago about WWE being willfully ignorant about what we want as a fan base, right? WWE, I think, thinks we want to see Natalya's comeback story, and we do not. But I think it's going to be Becky versus Natty. Natty's going to have that new, thing that she does on TNA or whatever. And I think Natalya's going to.
Yeah, you can't leave your camera off for that one, bro. You got to show your face now.
I didn't even realize my camera was off. My bad. Yeah, no, Becky versus Natalya. That's my
camera been off for a minute. I'm going to say women's IC title ladder match.
My bad.
I think the women get I think the IC title gets the ladder match at Mania.
You said what? I'm sorry. You said it's gonna be what?
I'm gonna say the women's intercontinental. They have a ladder match for that.
Gee, every Mania has to have a stinker. They can't all be.
You gotta fit certain people on there.
I promise you, the stinker will be whatever Jey Uso does.
I think you get Bailey in there, Lyra, those type of people in this type of match right here. Nikki Bella, those.
Yeah, hey, Beast Mode.
According to the open mic, we got
Beast Mode.
It's out the mud.
Hey, boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCants. Boy said Becky versus Natalya. Ew, brother. because I know exactly what it's going to be.
I want to clarify. Let me in the eye and tell me you don't think that's something WWE would book.
No, because
I don't care how you feel about it, Talia.
No. You want to know why, Jade? It's not even me. There's literally this is the easiest reason why they won't do it. Because it'll be Becky versus AJ Lee. That's exactly what it'll be.
I think that feud will be over.
That up since they came back. They've been setting that up since she came back. It's for. I'll spoil it now. It is for sure.
By the way, for chat, just inform you. If you think that's a burn, that's exactly what happened last year. I mean, we're doing this for fun. Obviously, we're going to be completely 100% wrong. That's what happened last year. we're doing our best here.
Ain't nobody thought Jey Uso versus Gunther for the world title.
No, what's yours?
I think. Yeah, I'm with G. I think Becky gets that shit back.
And then I think because you think AJ Lee back in the company, they're not going to give her a title?
Yeah,
only reason she's not here as often is because she got book tour commitments that she didn't have before she signed.
Yeah.
They get that, and it's the IC title. Like, that's perfect. Because then, spoiler alert, Roxanne's going to be AJ.
Yep.
That's literally how that title line is going to go.
That's what I thought the mini match was going to be until Maxine got hot.
Right. So when Maxine got hot, okay, cool, with just plans. Becky, AJ, Roxanne. That's exactly how that's going to go. And then Liver will get it back again eventually. When her and Bayley
so we got women's U.S. title. I ain't going to lie. They ain't doing a women's U.S. title match, bro. That ain't making it.
No.
So delete the row. So delete the row.
You could just put.
No, they're gonna do this. Hold up, they're gonna do this match on the SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm gonna say SmackDown before Mania is when.
You're right.
Yeah, they're gonna do WrestleMania SmackDown, and they're gonna put the U.S. Women's title on WrestleMania SmackDown.
No, you can just put.
Hey, WrestleMania SmackDown has its perks. They put the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on that show.
Sleeping.
Get it off. Get it off of Mania, please.
Because I'm trying to run through some of these real quick. You can just put SmackDown. That's all you got to put.
Yep.
I think. But by the way, I think that's going to be the multi-woman match. You're going to see Chelsea could be in there. Kyrie could be in there.
Put SmackDown in the match. Like, it doesn't even matter who's in it. I don't know who the champion is going to be. It may not be Chelsea Green, but it's going to be.
Nigga said just put SmackDown.
Yeah.
Can't stand this nigga, bro.
It's going to be on SmackDown, bro.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it'd be like Julia or some shit like that. Unfortunately, yeah. It'd be like SmackDown.
Yeah.
Poor Julia, bro.
Jay
said SmackDown too, I think.
SmackDown, yeah. He gonna be on WrestleMania, G.
But not at WrestleMania.
I love Chelsea Green. I think it's criminal how they're treating women like Chelsea Green and Julia, but
especially Julia, that pisses me off.
SmackDown.
Yeah, Julia is crazy. What about you, Mo?
SmackDown. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if it was main event. They don't give a fuck about that title. They don't give a fuck about that title. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I'll just put SmackDown too because I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do either.
This one I'll run through. I think you could put Asuka and Kyrie because even if they're the champions, I think Lash Legend and Nia will be in there. It'd be some type of multi-woman tag team.
Oh, it's a multi-woman. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, because they got a lot of good tag teams right now. They got a lot of.
Yeah, that's a lot of names I got to write.
Yeah. So
multi-woman tag match. Jade.
I think it will be too. This might also be on SmackDown, but who knows? I think it's going to be one team from every show, or maybe two like at least one the champions from whatever brand they're on, a team from Raw, a team from SmackDown, and then a team from NXT, and then maybe they do like a wild card, last team in match where the winner gets to join the match.
Hey, bring a team from TNA.
I think
who Dana Brooke be rolling with.
Now, do I think
that's when I get the sign? If I
do, I know for sure that Charlotte and Alexa are still going to be a team by that point?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but that I can't think of anything else WWE would do with Charlotte, so I'm going to say yes. But yeah, multi-woman tag match with a team from every show.
Mo,
same here. I don't feel like there's enough multi-team multi-team or multi-person things on mine. So,
I'm actually gonna be a little different. I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, don't get me wrong. It can be. It can be. I just don't think it will. I got Kabuki. Well, because they're the champions right now, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Charlotte and Alexa are getting him back. So we're gonna go Kabuki Warriors. Mo, you ready for some long-term storytelling?
oh brother, let's hear it.
Rio.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
We can get Rhea Ripley out of that world title scene. Rio. Oh, snap,
I'm down with that.
Rio.
100%.
Rio. They will absolutely beat the Kabuki Warriors at WrestleMania for them tag titles.
Solely go.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Absolutely.
I think that's good.
And then they'll eventually lose to Nia and Lash Legend. Because
See, I just can't see Rhea being in a tag match, bro.
I feel you, but yo, Phantom, I'm not gonna lie. You clearly ain't been watching the show if you said where the fuck is Io? Maybe
yeah,
unless
right?
you
She's
say
on
like, where is she
every
on this
show.
match? You know, like if you talk about where she been on TV.
All right, so for these
clearly
big non-title matches, I got a couple that I'm gonna write down in here.
I don't mind.
For the men's, definitely we're getting Gunther and Brock Lesnar.
Absolutely.
Triple H's been waiting for that. He's been salivating to get that.
That was the 40
him.
match before, you know.
That was the 40
I think we
match,
get that. So I think we get LA Knight Chris Jericho, bro. That's LA Knight's match at WrestleMania. It's gonna be him and Chris Jericho. They ain't got nothing for a title. So I think we get LA Knight and Chris Jericho. Because I do think
if Jericho comes back, can you put him on the list, please? Put Jay on the list.
And I told y'all what Sami Zayn gonna do at WrestleMania, bro. Remember what I said he was gonna do?
No.
It's gonna be Logan Paul, bro. Logan Paul and Sami Zayn is gonna be the WrestleMania match, bro. They giving Sami Zayn a top heel because I don't see him winning the Royal Rumble. You gotta fit him in there because I could see Sami winning like a Money in the Bank or something because they got that WrestleMania in Saudi. That's where I think his big moment's gonna happen when they have the WrestleMania in Saudi. It's gonna be Sami and Logan, bro. Because they're gonna give Logan a high profile match for sure. So it's gonna be Sami Zayn. Go ahead and put that down, sir. I know y'all can see that.
My bad. Sorry, that put me to sleep for a minute. My fault. Sammy.
Logan Paul gonna toss him over the top rope in Saudi. Get all that heel heat, you feel me? And then they're gonna set that.
Oh my god!
Set that all
I can
up.
see that now.
They're gonna set that all up.
All right, cool.
Basically, that's how they did with Seth and Logan. They threw him out the way.
So this isn't technically non-title, but one thing I think they may very well do is I think they might do a big multi-man match for the AAA Mega Championship at Mania. I don't think Dom is still going to have it. I think Dom is probably going to lose it. Possibly to Mystery Iguana, maybe somebody like that.
You know it's going to be,
but
El Grande.
I know you. Were
it could be El Grande. It could be El Grande, and then I think they're going to have. I don't know. It's so. Who do I think WWE would throw in there? El Grande Americano.
Hijo del Vikingo. He's got to be on the show.
El Vikingo. Americano. Ray Phoenix and Penta. Ray probably. But yeah, big multi-man blow up for the AAA. I don't know if it's going to be a scramble, a rumble, a ladder match. I don't know, but I think there's going to be a big multi-man blow up for the AAA Mega title. And Dom will not have it at that time. I think it will be either Vikingo or El Grande Americano.
Make mine smaller so you get the last match in it.
Don't want to see that.
Yeah, go ahead and put that in there.
No, we don't want to.
When that comes through, we'll come back to this.
Here's the last point that I'm struggling on because it could be, Gunther versus Brock. The last point that I'm struggling on, and again, I know that there's a lot of hate for Jey Uso right now. Some hate is deserved, some is not deserved. But if he goes into WrestleMania healthy and you think he's not going to be on the card, you're crazy at this point. Jey Uso's going to be on this card.
He'll be in there somewhere.
I think the most likely thing WWE might do would be to have Jay and Jimmy have a tag team title match at some point. Jimmy gets pinned, Jay snaps, beats the hell out of him. And I think they might run back Jay versus Jimmy, but in like a street fight scenario. So I'm gonna do Jay and Jimmy in some kind of Street Fighter, Lights Out, or Bloodline rules, right? Bloodline rules. So yeah, they might run back.
Jade.
Guys, hold on. Just give me you guys keep looking at me when I give these to you like this is the what would I do list.
No,
this is not the fucking what would I do list.
No,
okay,
you're right.
I'm looking at myself internally with the same looks that you guys are giving me. So what do I think WWE may do?
I'm honestly, I kind of agree with Jade, bro.
So Jade, here's my thing though, right? You think WWE gonna see that Mania match they had and run that shit back?
The Aster class.
Have I not just spent the last hour talking about how WWE is completely oblivious to what we think about their on-scring product?
But I think, but it's not about what we think. I think they think that shit was ass. They will never.
Which is why I said, if they believe that, they will throw a no holds barred bloodline rules lights out thing behind it. I think it'll be Jay versus Jimmy, but I think it'll be no disqualification, scrum, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we could talk about this all day because I think Damian Priest is going to be on there somewhere. Logan Paul. I just can't. They'll probably squeeze way too many multi-man matches into this show, and that's how they'll do it. Or they will all end up on the WrestleMania SmackDown and the Andre SmackDown Battle Royal.
I was about to say, Damian Priest, brother, you were for sure in that Battle Royal, brother. You are for sure in that Battle Royal.
So for anyone who's going to go into chat and say, what about this guy? What about that guy?
I'm thinking about it, I didn't even think. Go ahead and change that Sheamus win, the IC title for me. Where I put that at? Dom versus Sheamus. Yeah, that's Bronson Reed, bro. He getting that IC title. That's gonna be him.
Dom and Bronson
before Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus can take it off. If Sheamus get it before Mania, Bronson Reed taking that from Sheamus, bro, for sure.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes
sense. I mean, if so, you're saying Bronson Reed versus Sheamus, not
Bronson Reed gonna have that before Mania.
I think now that he beat Cena, he not. If he's going to lose, it'll be Mania, but he not. He walking into Mania with that thing.
The division they about to be nasty.
Are they?
I just don't see heel versus heel. That's just me.
Mo, your big non-title match.
Gunther Brock, for sure. Personally, with what I have as my Mania card right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Randy's not in that match for the WWE Championship. I 100% believe he's the one that attacked Jacob Fatu, Randy and Jacob.
Oh yeah, I forgot another amount. I think it's going to be Drew and Jacob at Mania.
That makes me question what does Drew do?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Drew and Jacob. That's what I think they're going to do for Mania. For Randy and AJ, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do yet.
AJ too. Damn, they might be in the tag title match. Who knows?
I was about to say that boy. What I think WWE is going to do,
Mania
he'll be in that tag match. But hey, don't worry. I'm gonna do him justice in mine. Though. I'm gonna do him justice.
Are we not predicting? Are we not predicting the men's tag team?
No, because they haven't booked it at all.
Oh,
yeah, literally.
Yeah, so I didn't include.
I mean, fair.
Yeah,
fair.
Hey, that's Styles Clash on Monday though.
Him. Boy,
that shit was.
That was sick.
It reminds me of when every time he did a Styles Clash on Ricochet.
Yeah, I remember he bounced him off and then. That was amazing. But then niggas on Twitter were trying to be like, "Oh, but he's done it before." Bitch, it's still impressive. Shut up.
Yeah.
Obviously, mine. I think they're doing Gunther Brock. I think there's no way they're not doing Gunther Brock. I think if they don't do Gunther Brock,
I think
stupid.
That's a fumble.
Just in this situation, in this context, if you don't do Gunther Brock, you're stupid.
That's a fumble.
And that is my only big non-title match. Everything else will be filler. This is the only big one.
Yeah, and that's another thing is that obviously we can't predict the entire mid card for WrestleMania. Yeah. That's impossible.
Right.
What do you have? The women's non-title match?
Yeah, a big women's one.
That's gonna be Becky and AJ.
Interesting.
Any other ones? I'm not exactly sure. Like Tiffany, EO, I'm not really sure yet, but
I've got a couple. With Becky and AJ I think they might do EO versus Asuka 1-on-1 at Mania.
That'd be good.
I talk about long-term storytelling. I could definitely see them doing. You guys, again, based on long-term storytelling, what WWE would want to put out there, I could see them doing AJ Lee versus Lita at WrestleMania.
There goes
That's
G
what I think.
about to hate. There goes G
I'm just saying. As far there's a bunch of names missing. Tiffany, Nia that we haven't mentioned yet. Maybe they're involved in the tag team thing that's going down. Maybe they'll bring in some kind of maybe Tiffany versus Nikki Bella could be nothing we want to see. But again, since when does WWE give a shit about that? So there's options out there. But Io versus Asuka and AJ versus Lita are the two that I'm stuck on that I think WWE might do.
I forgot about
Lita ain't. Lita ain't even followed up on the story of Becky.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Right?
Man.
Yeah.
Well, it was Trish that took her out.
It
was Trish that took
or
her.
Trish, whoever it was. Yeah.
Lita versus Trish again. Oh,
Lita versus-
Somebody in the chat got it right. Randy and I Show Speed versus Drew McIntyre WrestleMania.
Oh,
you know what?
Jesus Christ, I can see that.
Maybe.
Hey, Speed looked good in his training though. Shout out to Speed.
Why would it be the battle for CM Punk? I'm so confused.
Because Lita used to
Because
date CM
Lita
Punk.
used to. Yeah.
She was on Punk too? Never knew. Crazy work.
What's yours?
Check Magnet Punk, man. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of see Charlotte and Alexa. Kind of see that split.
Okay.
That's my one. Otherwise, maybe Io versus Asuka as well because she's not on my card. Actually, yeah, put that on there. Io versus Asuka. Maybe Kyrie helps Io win, and that's like Kyrie's face. Because I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching a lot of Kyrie as of late. That woman as a heel is kind of.
You think they're
man.
gonna give Asuka a WrestleMania win versus
No.
Io?
Io's gonna beat Asuka because of Kyrie. That's what I'm saying. I think maybe we get a little face turn there.
Baby face.
Yeah, she's too likable, bro. She's too likable.
Kyrie.
That's crazy.
Bro, every time. That shit is so
Tell me that wasn't accurate. Tell me that wasn't accurate.
That was.
What's yours? Women's non-title match.
Yeah. There's so many because is Tiffany gonna be on the show?
If she's
I'm
healed,
probably gonna lean. You know what? But this isn't what I would do. What I think WWE is gonna do. Oh, we can have Charlotte versus Alexa. I'll put that, but what I actually think they're gonna do, also, and it could be big if you tell it right, is Bayley versus Lyra.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Good cook.
Possibly, maybe, but it would depend.
What, we getting heel Bayley back?
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
I'm not sure WWE gives a single flying fuck about Bayley's current storyline. I don't think
they've lost
care.
direction on that.
Yeah.
Well, because I think the women's tag actually good, so they're trying not to break up tag teams right now because it's actually good. Who would have thought in 2025 Charlotte Flair holding a title would have actually made that division better?
Yeah.
All right, so this is what we think they will do. Now we're gonna move to what we would like to see.
No Jey Uso. That's all I want.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give both of my world title matches. What I would like to see and how I would do it would be, for me, Roman versus Punk and Cody and Randy.
Nice.
Jay.
So I would do Cody versus Punk for the Undisputed Championship. I would have Punk lose the title, probably to Braun in 2 weeks on Netflix. Lose.
I thought it was in January.
Lose it. Whenever it is. Lose it whenever it happens.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. And then Punk kind of gravitate back towards Cody. World Heavyweight Championship match. Honestly, I would like to see just a clean, because I think Sammy at this point in his career has earned that moment. I really, really do. But I probably would just like to see just a clean, straight up one-on-one Braun Breaker as the champion versus Sammy. So I would do Braun versus Sammy.
This Sammy hate gotta stop, man.
I'm not trying to see that shit, bro.
Oh my gosh! Now,
well, that's why it's my card, G. So
right.
Cook
now
him.
You can't get mad at me.
You do whatever you want.
Respect Sammy, nigga. Respect Sammy.
Ain't nobody. Hey, Sammy, real cool when he was doing that U.S. Open challenge, man. Great matches every week.
You calling him a mid Carter?
That was cool.
I hate
No, he's a main eventer.
Oh, okay.
Just a main eventer I just don't want to see. That's all it is. It's a main eventer I don't want to see. He's a WrestleMania main eventer.
You cape for El Grande.
I don't want to see him in the main event. What?
You cape for
El Grande is a mid-carder. El Grande is a mid-carder. Has El Grande even been pinned yet? Don't do that.
I wish he gets pinned every fucking. You know what?
Grande. Respect, bro. Respect El Grande.
Yeah, greatest luchador, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be the unpopular one. Cody Roman for the undisputed title. I don't care. I want part 3. I'm taking the analytical bullshit out of it. I'm being a fan.
Okay.
Now World Heavyweight Championship, Punk and AJ. Again, strictly fantasy, not being analytical.
You stole my thunder, man.
Not even trying to be.
Because that is for sure that
would be a great match 11 years ago.
Whoa, watch him out.
I can't stand Jade.
Watch him out.
I can't stand this man, bro.
Respect both.
Hey, he talking about that would be a great match 11 years ago, but what is he, Becky versus Natalia?
Did I say I wanted to?
Hey, they SummerSlam opener was fire, though. They SummerSlam opener was
understand what we're doing. God damn. That list has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. Nothing. Zero, zip. Get draw a line, separate it, move on. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm going Punk AJ because AJ Styles is my Royal Rumble winner. Or no. AJ Styles is winning the Elimination Chamber. My Royal Rumble winner. AJ Styles is winning the Elimination Chamber because, it'll be in Chicago. Punk will be there watching instead of competing. AJ Styles wins. My Royal Rumble winner will be Gunther. And we're getting Cody Gunther.
Another good cook.
After beating Cena, in my world, I don't like Brock would be cool, but I just retired Cena. Let me go win this Rumble after getting second place 2 years ago and then having a good show in the other one. Let me go ahead and get what's it called? Let me go ahead and get this Rumble win out the way.
U.S. title, I would still say a ladder match for me. I think SmackDown got a lot of good mid-carders on there that would have a good ladder match. And I would give the title to Melo too.
Jade.
You know what? I kind of just want to see Gunther and Ilya. Because I think that might go down if it happens as I don't want to be hyperbolic, so I'll just say a top 5 WrestleMania match of all time by the time all is said and done.
It could be if they
your boy said I don't want to be hyperbolic.
They get it out of the way, yeah.
But it's WWE.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they would get out of the match's way, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hating on Sammy is crazy. I just don't want to see him win the world title.
Why?
But you know what? You know what I also want to see? So maybe this will help soften the wound for you a little bit, G. Go back and change mine. Leave what's there, but add something to it. Just add on the World Heavyweight Championship with Sammy. Just add a V Dom at the end of it. I could definitely see a story where Dom thinks he's won the Royal Rumble, and then Sammy slides in, throws him over, and Dom cheats in politics and lies his way into the match. And then Sammy hits the fucking haluva kick in the corner on Braun, and then just comes in from behind with a low blow, frog splash, 1, 2, 3. Dom closes night one as the World Heavyweight Champion. For sure. Give me that.
Does he get to pin Sammy?
He gets to pin Sammy. Yeah.
I like that one.
Put it right there.
I like that one.
Put it right there.
I like that one. Hey, what the Rock be doing? What the Rock be doing? Get me going.
Yeah. Give Dom the world.
Sammy,
Dom is awesome.
Mo, I just hope you understand the reason I don't want to see him. The reason I don't want to see him win is because I know the story they're going to tell, and I'm so over that story. I know exactly how they're going to tell the story, and I'm over it. He's not an underdog anymore, but they're going to tell the story of him being an underdog. Oh. You're a WrestleMania main eventer. Stop acting like an underdog. But they're going to treat him like one. And I'm over the story. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
They completely
stopped. No, they didn't. No,
you can't be stuck in fucking
bro,
July.
No, they didn't.
Let it go.
Need to tell me, bro. Bro, no,
let
they
it go, man.
When did they stop, Mo? When did they stop?
He literally said, "You're not talking to underdog Sami Zayn. You're talking to WrestleMania main eventer Sami Zayn." He cut that shit out.
You know what's crazy? He said the same, well, not the exact same thing, but he said a similar thing when he beat Gunther and then was acting like an underdog to Chad Gable. So no.
Oh, bro.
Every time he come out here, I will be a world champion. Like, no, shut up. You won't. Anyways. What's your US title?
Oh, you got it, bro.
What's your US title? I can't stand you, but what's your US title?
I can't stand you. Ilya and Melo.
You good, cook? Yeah, I got the same because I think that's Melo's time.
How was he acting like an underdog against the MFTs? Y'all niggas be yapping. Oh my gosh. What? I would like to hear this.
IC Championship. I would have Dom lose that before Mania. I don't think he needs that title anymore. I like. I'm gonna say for me, I would do Sheamus and Bronson Reed. That's what I would do.
Hey, copy and paste, man. I would have Bronson Reed going in as the champion, and then Sheamus finally getting that IC title at WrestleMania. Absolutely. And Bronson Reed has grown on me because I used to not be a fan at all of Bronson.
I'm doing the opposite of Jay though. I would have Sheamus go in as champion. I would have Sheamus.
Oh, okay.
Before.
Yeah, no. See, I would have Bronson in a title match with Dom. Obviously, the division comes out and interferes, but the Judgment Day refuses to, which leads to the Judgment Day breaking up, and then that leads to Dom. He doesn't have his backup. Bronson finishes him off, and then Sheamus versus Bronson. Yep, bumping meat at WrestleMania, and then Sheamus gets the win.
Big meaty man.
I just don't know if I want to see Bronson Reed have a short title reign. That's just
it doesn't even have to be short. He could win it in 2 weeks for all I care, and then hold that thing until Mania. I mean, that's still a 4-month title reign.
Okay, I guess 4 months feels a little short.
Yeah, for me, I'm doing the opposite. I'm having Sheamus win the title
Sheamus get
before Mania, and then Bronson Reed win to WrestleMania. That's what I would do.
Wait, when did Sheamus get injured? I'm lost.
Well, brother, this is what we would do if we run a perfect world. That's why we're doing 2 versions.
Yeah, give me Austin and Punk. You know what I'm saying? No,
Austin Punk is crazy.
I was punching your throat.
Hey, get a time
Mo,
machine.
what's your IC championship?
I actually want to see that ladder match I was talking about earlier, and I want Sheamus to win it.
Sheamus wins ladder match.
And also, if you don't think that a
Bronson
guy
beat him later.
like Sheamus with his physical conditioning can't come back quickly from an injury, especially before Mania.
Oh no, his physical conditioning when he came back the first time.
Hey, he is like 48 or something.
I know he said. I know.
They brought him back early. B,
47.
it took him.
That's why I said
it took him 2 weeks to get back into the best shape of his life after that shit. So,
yeah,
I mean, let's be careful with that.
He is pushing 50.
I mean, I don't know about 2 weeks, but I do. Yeah, you're right. They brought him back early. He wasn't prepared for that. I feel you, but it was a little more than 2 weeks. But anyways, Mo.
They said I could do Punk versus Austin on WWE 13.
Hey Mo, go
I
ahead.
did that shit a billion times as a kid.
Mo, can you do me a favor? I'm actually advocating for this.
What's up?
Go ahead, get that signed, brother. Go ahead and get that signed, brother.
You lucky I don't have it on me.
Why not? You got to stay ready.
Oh my
That's
God.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. I wouldn't mind that either. Me personally, I wouldn't mind that either.
Finn Balor going over. Because Roxanne, look, this will put Liv and Dom as baby Finn. Or even if you want to do Finn and Roxanne as baby Finn. I don't care what dynamic you want to do. But go ahead, give me Finn Balor with an IC title, baby.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
Now, in fairness, chat, this is my only fan pick. This is the only pick I've made with me being a fan. Everything else is complete logic. But this, yeah, go ahead, give me that. Go ahead, give me. Hey, look, Jade. I know you're looking at me like that. Samoa Joe was a 2-time AEW World Heavyweight Champion back when every single time y'all said that shit was not happening. So hey, still holding that up for Big Balor, baby.
They in two different companies though, so obviously,
Hey man, it is what it
Ben
is.
Balor been a thing for a minute. For the women's WWE, I'm still Jade and Bianca. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah. Is everybody in the same?
I can't
really
remember
pushed
honestly
Gunther
where
versus Finn
Naomi
last
would be with her.
Yeah, she got ways.
If we assume if we
she
assume that she's still a ways back, then yeah, that Jade versus Bianca is the next best thing.
For the women's world.
Oh wait, no. That ain't my match.
Oh,
Get that title off that woman, please, for the love of mankind.
Ooh, starting to sound like Cam.
Whoa,
She just got it.
I am
Give
not
her a break.
Uncle
You're
Cucker,
starting to
relax.
sound like Cam. She just got it. Give her
she's
some
not
time.
good. She's not good. I don't care. She's
Give
not
her
good.
some. Hey, give her some time.
she's
She
not
just
good.
got it. She just turned heel. You gotta give things a chance.
What that
You
means?
gotta give things a chance.
I have since AEW. She's not good. She's
That's
not good.
such, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you
She's not
understand how
good in
much
the
you
ring.
sound, bro. I don't think you understand how much you sound like Cam right now. I
Please
really
explain.
don't
Go
think you understand how much you sound like Cam right now.
Proceed.
Bro,
Explain.
first off, bringing up AEW is so nasty because we all know there was no developmental, there was no house shows she could do, and they literally didn't let her wrestle. All she did was squash matches.
And they treated her
That's
like a
not on her.
10-year vet.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right, Jay. So then we got to WWE. Now, don't get me wrong, right? Was she a babyface a little way too long for my nerves? Yes. I've always been with Nate. If Jordan Gray, Stephanie Valkyrie, and Julia can go to NXT, so can you, brother. Yeah. But I get it. You wanted to stick it to AEW. Because if Jordan Grace in it, the only reason Jordan Grace, Julia, and Stephanie didn't go straight to the main roster is because they didn't come from AEW. Right. So I'm with y'all on that. But she just turned heel and she barely won the title. Mm-hmm. I think we all know when it comes to that SmackDown's division, all the good people are sitting in the tag division right now. All the good people that could actually be threats are sitting in the tag division right now. So it don't matter who you talk about, get the title off of her. It's not her fault, but even then, at least give it some time. I'm not saying it's good right now, but don't be so quick to write people off because you just don't know. It just started. She's been champion for what? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? It just started. And this is her first time as a heel.
Okay.
This is her first time as a heel. At least let her get her feet going before we're ready to write her off and call her trash for the rest of her career. At least let her get her feet going. At least. Go ahead, Mo.
At no point did I say it was Jade's fault that she hasn't been developed the way she should have been developed. I think she should have went to NXT.
Mm-hmm. Right.
She should have started in NXT. She should have started as a heel to develop all that work. That's cool. And I'm not writing her off for her career-wise. But right now, her changing her character doesn't change the fact that she's not good in the ring. That doesn't change anything. She shouldn't be a world champion right now. I'm sorry. And that shows where the SmackDown Women's Division is. The bar's in hell. That's my point. Anyway, regardless of that. For my fantasy card, give me Bianca and Rhea.
That's not even the worst in the world.
I ain't mad at that. Bianca and Rhea.
Yeah, that's not the worst in the world. That's
the match we all wanted.
I mean, they've been teasing it for what?
So what I would do, because I actually like the Rhea and Io tag team, so I would keep them together. I would just put the Becky and AJ match and the Stephanie match and make it a triple threat. So I would do Stephanie versus Becky versus AJ in a triple threat for the title.
You know what storyline we're gonna get in that situation, right?
You said what?
You know what storyline we're gonna get in this situation?
I don't care what storyline they do.
I know. I'm just letting you know if this does happen, we're gonna get the exact same storyline from last year.
Oh, sure. What?
It'll be a Becky and AJ feud with the title in the middle, just because why not? Because that's exactly what they did with Bianca and Rhea versus Io.
And I feel like Stephanie versus Rhea is a big match, but I like the whole. I think the tag team division they finally like have something there right now for it to be really hot. So I think you keep that going too. And like G said, I would put the titles on Io and Rhea too. Like I think they would benefit a lot with that. So.
Yeah, I would just do Asuka versus Stephanie 1-on-1. If it were me, if it were moi, if it was my card, I'm giving Asuka the world because I think she's still. If they would just go out there and let her do it.
Oh, you have Asuka beating Stephanie?
I don't care who wins. I just think Asuka is just so good at everything she does. Character-wise and wrestling-wise and just being a veteran on that roster. And just everything she does, she does it the right way, regardless of how well she's booked versus not. Yeah, I just love Asuka. She's one of my personal top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. So obviously that has something to do with it. So yeah, Stephanie and Asuka I would do. I mean, not to mention, that's obviously going to be a banger. Like, obviously going to be a banger. So, yeah.
Mo Diddy.
I hate you. Mind you, I do got a screenshot with you saying some wild shit, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I do too. What we doing?
So we cancel out. Let's see here. I still want to see Stephanie in there. Let's go. Shit, fuck it. Running back, Stephanie Io. Run that shit back. And don't cloud it around a bunch of bullshit like WrestleMania.
I promise you they will. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oof. Yeah, so pretty much assuming, I think we all pretty much know Stephanie's going into this with the title. If it was me booking it, I am very much still harping on the idea that we should do Rio as the women's tag. But I don't think Liv should be the one in this spot.
There go chat. Starting to cook me again.
But it's like, who else would win the Royal Rumble to get here? I'm going to do, this is very much out of the box here.
Interesting.
And this is more so just hope because I think they should be here already. I'm going to put Jordan Grace. I think she could be up from the main roster at that point and win the Elimination Chamber. Kind of like how Asuka did, or not how Shayna did. Not like as dominant, like, because that was just crazy. That was when the division was trash. But if she can like come in at like 3, just clearly show her dominance, I think that could be. I think people would buy that.
How long did she last in this last?
And they already in the main roster crowd already know who she is. Like, yeah, they've reacted already.
Twice, yeah.
Right, they know who she is. So I think a Stephanie versus Jordan Grace match would be pretty fun.
For my women's IC title, I'm doing a ladder match too.
Who wins?
I give it to Roxanne.
Let's go with the elevator.
Yeah, I would have Becky and AJ wrapped up by Mania. I think by that point the story would have gone on way too long, and I just think the payoff would suffer. So I'd pay off AJ and Becky before Mania and then do something fresh at Mania. So I would probably do a champion AJ Lee defending against Roxanne 1-on-1. maybe you could throw Becky in there as a triple threat, or maybe even Liv Morgan in there as a fatal 4-way.
Somebody said Roxanne versus Liv IC title. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Get down with that. If one of them were the champ by then.
What I want to see. Low key, these two women need more respect. Bailey and Lyra, fuck it. Again, not being logical with any of this shit.
This is still Becky versus AJ to me. I hear what you're saying, Jade, but because AJ still got all the commitments that she got, she probably ain't even gonna show her face again into the Rumble. I mean, because she wasn't on the Raw after War Games. Becky's still doing this whole thing about trying to get back to Maxine. I think she is going to get it back, probably at the Rumble or on the Netflix show. Because I think Maxine is gonna have a couple mid defenses, and I think Becky's gonna get it back.
We were all on the edge of our seats for Ivy Nile versus.
When she popped up, I
cannot believe. Again, just another example of WWE having no idea where the pulse is for their show right now. That they think we want to see Ivy Nile fight her for that shit. Oh my God. Give me a break. Oh, Jesus Christ.
For the women's US title, honestly, I would do a Chelsea Green open challenge. And it could be anybody who answers. It could be somebody from NXT, main roster. I feel like they would benefit a lot by having the women do a US Open challenge for the US title because the men's is very successful. They could have did it with Julia because she's a good wrestler. All they had to do was let her wrestle, but they chose not to. So
I don't think it's in Chelsea
because heels can't wrestle.
An open challenge.
Because heels can't wrestle.
Well, no, specifically her character who hides behind, her lackeys at every opportunity. But I do think that Chelsea Green, even as a 2-time, U.S. champion at this point, is severely underrated as a performer. Like, she can go. So I think you need to give her a real opponent and a real match. Somebody with big match experience in WWE. So I would probably do Chelsea versus Bailey, I think would be a good one to go with. Give her a real opponent, someone who has WrestleMania experience, and just let her go out there and do her thing.
Bro, it's an open challenge. Anybody can answer it. Julie doesn't have to wrestle people on SmackDown. Sami Zayn was wrestling Javon Evans and all types of people. Like, it's called an open challenge for a reason. Like, anybody can answer the challenge.
NXT can come up.
Yeah, like they have plenty of people on that women's roster that Julia can wrestle. Doesn't have to be SmackDown related. If Sami Zayn can fight Javon Evans from NXT, why can't Julia fight Jordan Grace from NXT?
Oh, also,
the brand split means jack shit.
Yeah, and the brand split doesn't mean anything.
I have no interest in the women's U.S. title. I don't even know.
Not even Chelsea Green?
They don't have really much there. That's why I said an open challenge. It would kind of be like she's.
Why can't Kiana James?
It would kind of be like she's forced to do it, type thing. Like maybe she has an opponent. They took her out of action, and now like Nicole is like, oh, you're.
Yeah. Well, obviously, again, this is Perfect World. So Perfect World WWE remembers that this title is a thing, right? And then if that was the case, then yeah, Chelsea.
Bailey. Yeah, Mom.
That's how I would do it. I would have like Chelsea set up to face somebody. Her and her people took her out, and she thinks she has the night off, and Nick Aldis is like, no, you're still defending that title at WrestleMania Open Challenge, whoever comes out.
So it's like a forced open challenge.
Yeah, like she tries to get her way out, and she thinks she has her way out.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to pick a match, Chelsea and Tiffany, fuck it. I don't know.
That actually wouldn't be bad for Tiffany to kind of run that,
rebuild herself a little bit.
That little mid card. Kind of please go back to being a heel.
Please, for the love of God.
Please. I'm taking Malik's idea, but it's not an open challenge. I'm doing Chelsea versus Solo because they're clearly ready to bring her up.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Chelsea versus Solo. that's like, I know this is what we want, G, but that's a little bit carried away.
The women's match, I would have a multi-woman match again, but I would have Rhea and Io win it. So I'm putting Lash Legend in there, Nia Jax, the Kabuki Warriors, and I would put Bailey and Lyra in there too.
Yeah, I would probably do the same thing, but I would do it gauntlet style and make Rhea and Io start at the beginning.
You know, it's because of WrestleMania. Put TLC, bro. I'll put a TLC match just to make it fun for WrestleMania. Even though you already have 2 other ladder matches, but you know, why not?
Mo Diddy.
Bro. G Hogan's still at it. Okay. Yeah, probably another gauntlet.
You just said Jay was ass. So what are we doing there?
She's not good. You want me to lie?
Oh, but when I tell the truth, I'm G Hogan. I got you.
She's not good.
Okay. But when I do it, all of a sudden,
nah, it's the way you be saying shit.
No, wow, here we go.
All right, let's do these last ones real quick. Just run
let's do a gauntlet match, but instead of Rio, I don't know, bro.
Well, actually, Nia wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, fuck it, just do Lash and Nia. I don't again. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put Rio wins. I don't care who they be. Rio wins.
These are the big non-title matches, so I'm still doing Gunther Brock. Throw some other ones out there. I'll do Drew and Jacob. And who else do I not have on here? See, AJ's last Mania, he would need a great opponent. I would do Seth and Braun 1-on-1.
That's one of mine for sure.
And then come back to me on the AJ match. I'm thinking AJ and somebody else, but I don't know yet. I would have said AJ and Braun, but that's Seth's story. It's already there for that. So
yeah. Yeah, let's go Gunther, Brock, Seth, and Braun. Shit, Drew and Jacob would cook too, honestly. But I'll keep it to those two for sure.
I have Roman, Seth. Well, Brock is out of this. So it's probably my only big non-title match. I don't care about the mid card. Because Cody Gunther, Punk, AJ, Roman, Seth. Yep. Oh, well, I don't know. Well, I mean, we're all pretending that anything can happen. So with that being said, I'll add this for shits and giggles.
I was thinking about that.
I'll add that for shits and giggles. Let's just say he comes back. They can pick up right where they left off.
Women's non-title matches. I would actually do Tiffany versus Julia. I would turn Julia into a face and make her wrestle more and build that up because I feel like that would be really good. Who did I put in the women's Jay Bianca? Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna keep it at that.
Someone said L.A. Ziggler. Yo, y'all nasty. Charlotte and Alexa. I think they're in that too.
That'd be a good one.
And Loki with Io in my world title match. Go ahead and run Asuka and Kyrie 1-on-1.
Bailey versus Blake Monroe.
You want to add another one?
I'm trying to think if I want to. Because I have Chelsea versus Soul, Becky versus AJ, Jay Bianca, Stephanie Jordan. Yeah, I got my NXT in. I'm good.
So we got to include Jericho on this card. No, we don't.
All right, just make sure you save that. Don't lose those. So we can come back and mainly come back to the ones that that we think are gonna happen. That's gonna be the most interesting one.
So this is how we would book it. I ain't booking Jericho on my card in Big 26.
So what?
Someone said we have to include Jericho. I'm like, I'm not booking Jericho on my card.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Jericho LA Knight. That's what they're gonna do. That's what I personally gonna do. Okay? So before we head off here, what is one match you for sure believe they're gonna do? Like, you will be shocked if this doesn't happen.
Low-key, Gunther and Brock.
Yeah, with the way everything's going, I'll only be shocked if Gunther wins the Rumble. I mean, the only way I won't be shocked is if Gunther wins the Rumble.
Facts.
But like, if Gunther doesn't win the Rumble, it's Gunther Brock. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Gunther Brock's a good one to be a little different. I'm gonna say Jade and Bianca. Even though Bianca's not there, I genuinely can't see what else Jade would do at WrestleMania. Like, I think Bianca's clearly the Rumble winner until I see otherwise. I just can't see, like, even though Bianca's injured and we really don't know her comeback. I just, looking at all the matchups, I just don't know who else I would see Jade match up with at WrestleMania if it's not Bianca. I just don't know who else would be there. So that's one for me.
Who won the Rumble last year?
I mean, this year?
Or
Charlotte. And I think this could be the first year we might see people win the Rumble that we've already saw one before. Because I think Roman's a favorite. Bianca is a favorite. People who have won it before. But everything adds up for it. So I think Roman winning makes it the most interesting because you have Cody over here and you have CM Punk over there. So those are two good options. But
Matt Thunder 7759. The only thing worse than watching Nikki Bella wrestle is watching Brie Bella wrestle. I'm good, brother. And nobody wants to hear that stupid Brie Mo theme song.
These are some of the super chats we didn't get to. I think Living Down will be IC champs. See, that wouldn't be bad. Now that I think about it, if you had the IC titles, both had them, and then that could be Finn's chance right there. Maybe Finn and Roxanne versus Living Down for the IC titles in a mixed tag match. Maybe they could do something like that. Tiffany versus the Bella Twins.
Tiffany,
versus the Bella Twins. Hey, she coming back at some point. Just wait for it. It's gonna happen. I don't know when, but how realistic are these picks? The ones that we booked are just what we would do. The other ones are the ones that we genuinely think are gonna happen. Like, genuinely feel like they will do that. So, but at some point, she coming back at some point. G, I hope you know that.
Bro can't spell.
That's why. What's funny coming from me? I don't understand.
Don't you like AJ Lee?
He's been hating the whole show, bro.
He said he don't like AJ.
Are we comparing AJ Lee to Brie Bella? Is that what he's talking
I
about?
think, or Nikki Bella. I don't know. Maybe it's the Bella
That's
twins.
laughable. That's laughable. Jesus.
Maybe they're in that era because AJ and Nikki, their matches kind of really, I ain't gonna lie, they ain't got too many good matches from that era. But Brie Bella,
No.
I can feel
Does Brie Bella have a good match? A good singles match?
a good singles match.
Does Brie Bella have a good singles match?
No.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Well,
Like,
the
what would
Stephanie
be
match
her
was
best
okay.
match? What would be
Stephanie
her
and
best
SummerSlam.
match? So Stephanie McMahon is her best match.
It was fine.
Oh, she did have the match with Stephanie. That might be her best match, low key. Yeah,
That
might be her best match.
Okay.
And you don't see that as a problem, Mr. Hamlet, Prince of Denmark?
I think
Her best match is with a non-wrestler. An authority
who hadn't
figure.
wrestled in 10 years.
An authority figure.
I forgot they did that, man. Yeah.
She hadn't wrestled in 10 years since before that.
Who y'all think's gonna have a big breakout year in 2026, bro?
Braun. Well, I don't want to call it a breakout. That's just going to be him.
He's just going to win the world title in 2026.
Yeah,
2026 might be his breakout year. That might be like the year.
Yeah, but it's like he's already in the main event scene, so it's kind of like
you
can call it
by logistics, unfortunately. Mello.
Yeah.
There's no way he doesn't. There's no way he doesn't break out in 2026 with everything they're doing now.
I'm gonna say Oba.
Yeah, I don't see him winning the world title, but like being elevated.
He'll be a consistent like, hey, we care about you now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Oba for me. Oba's gonna be mine. Mello's a good one though. I hope it's Mello.
They surprised me. I did not expect him to win back the NXT title. I did not expect.
Oh, he won it back?
Yeah.
He should have never Hey, we're back on track. Javon Evans. We're back on track.
Guess who won Deadline?
We're back on track. I didn't watch the show.
But see, that makes it interesting though, because like they just gave it back to Oba, but Javon won the Iron Survivor. So now it's like now we got to do this.
Yes, that's
and now we got Oba versus Cody at Saturday Night's Main Event too.
And that's perfectly fine because Javon Evans' path to the NXT title should have always went to Oba. I don't see him overcoming the odds against Ricky Saints. That's
You think he gets smoked by Cody?
Oba getting smoked? Hell no.
Smoked? No.
Hell no.
Shit, I could see Drew making Cody lose.
I didn't think Ricky, because I assumed Ricky was gonna win. I didn't think Ricky was gonna get smoked. Because they two AEW guys. So I thought they was going to go out there and have a 15-minute really good match. Oba, bro, that nigga Cody is finna make Oba Femi look like money. What Crime Time say? We getting money. Yeah. That's what Oba finna look like. That's what Oba finna look like.
So hypothetically, in a world, if he beats Cody, then what? Like hypothetically, if he were to be,
hey, G, I ain't gonna lie.
Honestly, that's. I'm not gonna lie. If
I can
he
see it
beats
happening
Cody on Saturday Night Main Event,
he getting the rocket strap.
He better win the Rumble. He better go to Mania, and he better beat him again.
I don't know about all that.
No, you can't beat Cody Rhodes, your undisputed champion, in a non-title match and not get.
He's not gonna win it clean. He's not gonna win it clean. It's gonna be Drew helping him.
I don't care if he doesn't win it, bro. I don't care if he doesn't win it clean. Who does that? I don't care how you win it. Who does it? And Oba Femi, even though we loved him, that nigga was a heel.
Yeah,
like that nigga was a heel. Who cares?
He beat Cody clean.
Not Cody, not just anybody. He beat Cody Rhodes on his first night. If you do that,
Hamlet,
you're strapping the rocket.
Hamlet Prince from Denmark. That's why listening is essential. I said it's possible. Doofus. Fucking.
Yeah, I don't see a world where Oba's winning though.
Oh shit! Oh,
I don't see Oba winning, but I mean, if he did, that'd be kind of crazy. I think Oba's gonna look really good. He's gonna look really good in defeat. He's gonna look really good.
He's gonna get hit with 4 crossroads, not just 3. He's gonna get hit with 4. That's what they're gonna do.
Shit, maybe 5. Might get hit with 5.
Oh, you know what? It will be 5 because he'll hit 1. And look, he'll hit the first one, kick out. He'll hit the second one, kick out at 1. And then it's like, and then he's got to hit 3 in a row.
Or you think it ends in a no winner, like disqualification or a count out or something?
Ish. Ooh, no. I don't think that would be stupid.
I mean,
I don't care who wins, but there's got to be a winner. I think non-finishers should be reserved for like let's say like two guys are in the middle of a really great match, but they had an overarching with the same person or the same group. Like for example, even though like this is just for the sake of explaining my Jey Uso and Vision, but they were also fighting each other, and the Vision came out and beat both of them up. I'm cool with that non-finish, but I don't think non-finishes should just happen because you're scared to have one person pin the other. Because if that's the case, don't book the match.
Don't do the match.
Don't book the feud. That it's even though it's never going to be as bad, it's Fiend Seth Rollins. Vince didn't want Seth Rollins to lose. Didn't want the Fiend to lose. Don't book the match. Nobody here was sitting here saying the Fiend needs to win the Universal title. If anything, we were telling y'all to keep him away from the Universal title.
Yeah.
We said keep him away from the title. He doesn't need it. He can do everything he's doing without that title. Don't put him there. So
I just rewatched that shit on Friday, bro. I didn't even realize content. I didn't even realize they try to put Fiend on a fucking gurney, bro. They try to put him on a stretcher.
Yeah, they put him on a stretcher. Yeah.
Oh man,
I know that boy. As long as he was just laying there, I know he took a nap.
Boy, he was probably laying there like this is the stupidest shit ever.
I'd be cool with that though. Ref bump, Drew interference, power bomb, Oba wins. I'd be cool with that.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and sign off here, guys. We'll be back next week with our 100th episode. The whole episode pretty much gonna be dedicated to John Cena. Because next week's gonna be, and pretty much this week's gonna be his last match. So it'll be a dedication to some good memories, good talk, John Cena talk, and everything. We'll go ahead and have fun with that. So appreciate you guys for tuning in, and make sure you guys subscribe if you've been watching us since we did the podcast 2 years ago on a different platform, but we've been doing it for about 2 years now. So we had to switch it over to a different platform, but we've been going for about almost 2 years now on this platform. So appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button.